everyone, Jeff McConey, founder and president of the McConey Setup Shop here. First of all, congratulations to the race winner tonight. I'm sure.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season championship of the TDR Vets and First Responders League. I'm joined in the booth tonight by Jay Downham, and welcome to have you back, Tommy Abear. Jay, how you feeling about tonight, bud?
Hey everybody, welcome to Atlanta. Last race of the season. Comes all down to points. Glad to have Tommy up here in the booth. Tommy, how you doing, bud?
Man, I'm doing good. Other than being overworked and a little sick over the weekend, I know I've missed a couple weeks, but this is one race I didn't want to miss, the last race of the season, and we've got a special announcement about that, and as well as a special guest in the booth right now, Andy Shaner. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Tommy Egber? Hey man, I'm doing good. I could not miss this one. I know I was here the other week, helping the boys out in the booth. They do a phenomenal job by themselves. Don't need me, but I was not missing this one.
Absolutely. As we're here at Atlanta, as everybody knows, 159 laps tonight. Championship on the line, and it's a little bit closer than we thought going into this one here. If anybody's interested, I do have the rundown in points if they'd like to hear it.
Well, I'm sure the folks out there in YouTube land would love it.
Absolutely. Ethan Thompson sits on top of Devin Zimmerman, 530 to 487. Andrew Bissett sits in third with 486. Robert Cochran, 469, above one spot over Chuck McDonald, who sits in the fifth spot with 468. Ryan Shelton at 467 in the sixth position. Seventh, Robin Pardon, 438. Bradley Hunt, 431. Nicholas Striker Smith, 346. And rounding out the top 10, Paul Vosberg at 216. And that rounds out your top 10 heading into tonight's championship event. So we got a little bit of a fight up here in between Devin Zimmerman, Andrew Bisnet. Ethan Thompson may have that something should happen to Devin. Or Ethan. Devin's right there. It could be very interesting if he gets to pole, leaves the most amount of laps. And we shall see how this all plays out in the end.
Yeah, points are a lot tighter than I remember them being a couple weeks ago when I was last year up in the booth with you guys. I'll tell you, there's some guys that are going to be into this race resting a little easier. They got a little bit of a cushion on their points position, but I don't think anybody's resting easy completely. I think it's really anyone's game tonight as far as who the race winner's going to be, and points could be really shooken up tonight depending on how some of the guys that run up front and haven't won yet might steal a win from one of those guys up in the top three.
Right, realistically, right now, 467 and 487. I mean, the top two on down are in position for that whole second through seventh to flip flop there, second to sixth. So it's going to be an interesting night. Who gets what done? This is Atlanta. It's hot. It's slippery. I've seen a couple of guys get loose coming out of number two. Turn number two, as usual, as we've seen all season long, and it's not fun. Andy, I know you raced here a couple of times. With the Gas and Go series, with a couple of other series, and that turn two is pretty tricky. That's where a lot of guys do get in trouble. And along that backstretch, as we see right there, Robert Cochran, and yep, it comes up to bite you. So there you go. That's what we're probably going to looking at all night. If people can avoid that, keep it out of trouble.
Yeah, that is a tricky turn. It is so throttle. You have to have throttle control at this track. You can come out of it pretty hot, but you have to watch it. The minute you feel that rear end start to come around, you've got to get off that throttle. But tonight, the guys got to go for it, and they all have to go for it because there's something special on the line tonight. It is championship night. I'm sitting here with my championship belt from TDR Pudnowski, which we won, and it is championship night for these boys, and there's something special on the line. Tommy or Dustin, what is that?
Tommy, what do we got for these guys tonight, for the race winner?
Well, for the race winner, Jeff McConey from McConeySetupShop.com, one of our regular sponsors over here. We said it before. This isn't his official plug. We're not paying the bills yet. This is just to Jeff. Jeff reached out to us and wanted to do something really special with these veterans and first responders. So for this season finale race, the winner of this race will get an honorary McConey Setup Shop sponsorship. That's full access to all the websites, setups, paints, everything they have over there at McConeySetupShop.com. Very generous of Jeff to do this and just further his support within the TDR community.
This is absolutely huge. you get to run all the Marconi setup shops for all the official events. You get access to all their setups for whatever you want to run. You get to run that Marconi setup shop logo on your car, and you're part of something big. They have some huge drivers as part of their team, guys that are in the Coca-Cola series, and not to mention Jeff McConey this week is going to Charlotte, and he's going to be part of JR Motorsports Fan Appreciation Day. So you
Sure
are
is.
part of the NASCAR community, being a part of McConey Setup Shop.
And that is huge. Actually, that is probably one of the biggest things that TDR has brought for a long time. I know Andy, you've been working really hard securing these things, and to see it all come together, and just to think, a couple of guys, TDR, get out here, have fun every Monday night, and to end up what it is today, absolutely, that is huge. So we thank Jeff, absolutely. Tommy, Dustin, any words on tonight? How you feel it's going to play out?
Anybody's game. I think Dustin would agree. The guys that sit the top 3 in points are probably fan favorites, to take it all home tonight. But we've got a lot of guys out there that are hungry, a lot of guys that are run up towards the front, and I think there's going to be a lot of hard racing out there, because not just is the season finale and the trophy board from B&B Wraps and all that on the line. It's a Marconi sponsorship, man. That's huge.
Absolutely.
Very
they're
huge.
gonna be fighting.
I'd be fighting harder, that's for sure.
That's just it. And we got a newcomer, but not really a newcomer. He's back from his knee surgery, Ryan Walter. He's kind of a wild card in this race. He hasn't raced all season with these guys. He hasn't raced a lot in these next gen cars. Raced with them last night in these cars, and he's not sure what's going on. But if he can get that keep the car underneath him, he might be a long shot to win tonight. But it's good to have him back at TDR after his surgery, and hopefully everything's going well with him there.
Yes, and it's good to see Ryan back out there, and he's quick. He's another one that can kind of shake up this championship. But guys, I'm not sure if you're seeing it. Look at the number 10 spot. There is a name we have not seen, and I'm glad to see him back out here. Mr. Sean Warb came out for the season opener. He is me and Tommy's especially favorite, the PT1 Jaws car, as we had it last year. So it's good to see Sean Warb back out here joining these guys for the final race of this season.
Yeah, ran a partial schedule this year. Congratulations on getting back out on the track, Sean. We look forward to a lot of the action that we miss every time you're absent from the field.
Absolutely.
So, if I may break in for just a second, I try to bring as much excitement as I can to these broadcasts. Jay and Dustin, you have done a phenomenal job all season long, and I thank you, and these vets thank you. But thank you for everything that you guys have done. And we had a huge announcement already about tonight's winner and what they're going to get. I want everybody watching this broadcast tonight, do not drop out of this broadcast. There is another huge announcement at the end of the race tonight.
Yes, there is.
So do not leave. Stick around. Check out what this huge announcement is. I am so excited for this, and it's just going to further what TDR does and further what Jay and Dustin bring to you every night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks, Andy, for that vote of confidence. Me and Jay have fun up here. It's always fun having Tommy up here, you with us up here, my wife Janelle up here. She's joined us a few times. We like having new people up here. We're learning. We love it. Wouldn't be a night without technical difficulties. We've all dealt with them. But I started out last week with a technical difficulty. Hopefully tonight it goes as planned. But yeah, stick around for that big announcement at the end of the race tonight. Going to change some of these drivers' lives, hopefully, and have some fun with them. And, I'm going to just start here with saying have a good Memorial Day weekend, everybody, or weekend coming up, everybody. And as we are off next week for Memorial Day, and then we start the next season the week after that. So we'll be back then, but
can't give too much away about that yet.
No, we don't know much about it. We can't wait for it. I know these guys on the track can't wait for it as well. I mean, these guys come out here and support TDR, and we like supporting our vets and first responders as much as we can. And you know, they want to end this season on a strong note and bring the momentum into next season.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 weeks from now will be the time to tune in to watch season 6. Don't miss it. Happy Memorial Day to all you guys that have met family members that served and didn't make it back home. It's a tremendous sacrifice. So we do want to thank everybody out there who's made that sacrifice. I can't wait to get to racing.
Yeah, me either. We got 44 seconds before we go to qualifying. Do we want to pay some bills, Tommy?
I think we have to pay the bills or they won't let us do this anymore.
We'll start it off with B&B Wraps.
Yeah, B&B Wraps. So this being the season finale race, everyone knows B&B Wraps now for all 5 consecutive seasons. They have provided the trophy for the season winner. That trophy is a beautifully wrapped piece of wood, has a vinyl wrap like you would see on like a sports car or a race car or something that has the winner's name, a little bit about them. Great looking prize. It's something to hang on their wall to show that they were better than their brothers in arms. Check them out, facebook.com/b.b racing wraps. They do live stream the prints of that, so we'll try to get a link out when they go live printing the trophy boards. Anything you need from coffee cups to semi trucks, they can get a wrap for you.
What a back charities.
Well, I'll let Andy plug this one since he's up here in the booth with us tonight.
There we go.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned B&B and the trophy board and Back Charities. You know, Back Charities has done so much through the iRacing community, especially
Amen.
with TDR, and helping veterans. There is a podcast out there on Back Talk that highlights what TDR did
Yep.
for a veteran in helping him with his PTSD. And if it wasn't for the community out there that does this and follows TDR, it wouldn't be possible to be able to do it. Dean Webb was able to receive a treatment. We call it the SGB because nobody can pronounce it.
Stellate ganglion block treatment.
Tommy couldn't
Correct.
say it.
And it's a shot, and he has been basically at this point for however long he's had it, been cured of his PTSD. You can hear him talk about it on the podcast, but his life has never been better since joining the military because of this, and it's because of the people out there following TDR and participating in TDR and giving back charities that was able to do that. We do a lot more with back charities, teddy bears to the children at the Dayton Children's Hospital. We are in plans already talking to Dayton Children's Hospital about this year's teddy bear event. So that is
do it bigger,
upcoming.
do it better.
That is upcoming. So we encourage everybody, whether it be $5, $10, whatever you can give, to BACCcharities.com. Please do that. It helps a lot of people. We've done a ton of things recently with the Autism Nature Trail Walk. I would really encourage people, if you could do a $5 or $10 monthly subscription donation, that would be so huge. Not only to this TDR community, but to our stretch in helping people. So BACCcharities.com. Give back with back.
And our titled sponsor tonight, Maconi Setup Shop.
Yeah, Maconi Setup Shop. I say the website all the time, MaconiSetupShop.com. Go check them out. They probably are the best setups you can buy for the iRacing service. Obviously, with setups, there's always some contention around it, but it's not just how good the setups are. These guys will work with you in their Discord to tune it more to your liking. They say loose is fast, but not everybody can handle the loosest thing out there. So they'll work with you. They'll dial it in. That's free of charge. It comes with the package when you buy a setup from them. And the biggest reason we use them exclusively at TDR is Jeff Maconi himself and the heart that he has, not just for the veterans, but the other charity events he gets set up in. So again, a gentleman who needs no introduction. Another big thank you to Jeff Maconi for putting up that sponsorship for the race winner tonight. And we look forward to the announcement towards the end of the race too. So like Andy said, stay tuned and you'll hear a little bit more about MaconiSetupShop.com and how they're deepening their relationship with Tyler Daniels Racing. Oh, I forgot. Their setups, your victories.
Hard to forget that, Tommy.
Well, I realized you guys didn't know I was done until I said that. And I'm like, oops, I forgot the punctuation mark.
No, I mean McConey Setup Shop, great. They're great guys over there and doing a lot of good for the community, and can't wait to work more with them.
Absolutely.
So if I could jump in on McConey real quick, and I know I'm going to tout McConey all night. He does so much, and he really is reaching into the NASCAR community. But for those of you who don't run open setups, that may be iRacers out there, and aren't gonna gain a sponsorship tonight, he's got, just go to McConey Setup Shops on Facebook. His driver, his E-Coke series driver, puts out a weekly video on the official NASCAR series, NASCAR, Xfinity, and trucks for that track for the coming week. And I will tell you, this has helped me tremendously, putting cars in P3, P5 almost on a consistent basis.
And that's free.
Races. It is free. And I was somebody who shied away and did not want to get involved in official races. I started watching these, and I am telling you, my performance has been enhanced so much. I went and found the one for Sunday gas and go through TDR for last night's race, and my performance last night was the best performance in the gas and go TDR series that I have ever had. So I just go check out those videos. So, McConey's got a lot to offer. You don't always have to pay for it. So check him out on Facebook, McConey Setup Shops.
Yep, and even more than that, I mean, they have coaching you can pay for. They run contests all the time. They have a paint shop now. I mean, they really do a lot more than just setup. So don't think just because you're not running open races, you can't get something out of there. Go to the website, check out all the services they provide. One more time, their setups, your victories.
And they're even your videos, your victories, because I have had personal victories since watching their videos.
Well, I think we've got to make sure we recognize the YouTube chat out there. We've got a whole host of folks checking in. Biggest one that checked in, Steve Green's not going to be here this evening. His wife had major back surgery, so we are wishing her a speedy recovery. Janelle, Brad, Dustin, Andy, all checking in. Sharon, of course. Hello, gentlemen in the booth. We want to know, YouTube chat, who your favorites are for tonight. And before we run through qualifying here and get to the end of it, I want to know, you guys, who are your favorites tonight?
I'm going to pick somebody off the top. That's not one of your top three guys tonight. And I am looking at a couple names out there that I really think can do some damage. And one of them is Chuck McDonald. And I'm going to go with Chuck tonight. And I'm also going to give a shout out to Sharon. Hello, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. And I'm going to challenge the YouTube chat. Pick the winner. And if multiple people pick the winner, we will do a drawing. But pick the winner, and you will get a TDR Veterans Only t-shirt.
You heard it right here. Handy dandy Andy candy. Pick the winner in the chat. You will get your free t-shirt.
Free t-shirts.
You can't beat the level of value this broadcast offers.
Veteran t-shirt.
A veteran
TDR
t-shirt.
Vets. TDR Vet. So it's even a special t-shirt.
Just in time for Veterans Day. All right, well, I'm going to go out there, guys. I know I've been pretty quiet watching, listening to y'all just, banner on and give a shout out to our great sponsorships, back charities, McConey Setup Shops, B&B Wraps. All of your specialty needs are right where we need them, right here at TDR. But my pick of the evening is going to actually be somebody who's didn't qualify very well, but's been on the charge quite a bit, knows how to race these things. I'm going to go with Andrew Bisnet tonight. I think he's got what it takes to make a spoiler tonight. That is my pick.
What do you think, Dustin?
I'm going to go with newcomer, not really newcomer, Ryan Walter. He races good here. He's going to have a fun time tonight. Maybe put a little spoiler on, see who can come out and in the championship points. Play a little spoiler. I'm gonna go with Ryan Walter tonight. He hasn't been around for a while, but he's coming back. He's racing with us now again. Welcome him back. But I think Ryan's got a good shot at winning tonight.
Well,
Yeah,
since
love seeing Ryan back. Um, for those of you who aren't aware, we touched on the teddy bear drive for the Dayton Children's Hospital. Ryan Walter was our winner of the teddy bear race for Dayton Children's Hospital back in December.
yes, that's a nice little data point.
Yes, he was. So Ryan is a winner with the TDR folks out there. Chuck McDonald's a winner. Ryan Shelton, Devin Zimmerman are all winners here. Andrew Mendez-Net is also a winner. Ethan Thompson has been a winner. So you're looking at pretty much the entire field has won one thing or another here in the TDR or some sort of league at one point or another. Robin Pard and Bradley Hunt are the two that I'm not sure of, but I know Bradley Hunt is strong. He can get out there and he can get it done. Robin Pardon, so it's a strong field tonight. It's not going to be easy for anybody out there, that's for sure. I've seen them get loose quite a bit coming off with two. Everybody has to tippy toe. In fact, I was sitting here watching some as these guys were qualifying, and Zimmerman was taking the middle to high line. Thompson put it down on the bottom and actually qualified behind him. Ryan Shelton kind of stuck to that middle line as well. So I think that middle to high line, they're getting a lot of speed up there because that's where our top two actually qualified at. Robert Cochran did spin. He touched the wall, but ended up, just a half a second behind. Sean Warab got out, got back in, and he's going to put down his lap. Hopefully he'll have enough time. If not, he'll be starting at the end of the field. So as we get lined up here, Devin Zimmerman, Ryan Shelton, Chuck McDonald, Ryan Walter, Andrew Bisnet, Robin Pardon, Robert Cochran, Ethan Thompson, Bradley Hunt, and Sean Warb, if he's made it back in, I'm not sure, but Paul Vosberg is out there. Paul Vosberg did not make it tonight. I believe he is out there, so I know Janelle just chimed in. And Sharon says she's pulling for Ryan Shelton. And Stephen Green said he's gone with Biznet. So me and Stephen are pulling for Biznet. Sharon's gone for Ryan Shelton. And Janelle says Paul Vosberg, but he's not out there. Janelle, you might want to recheck your standings there because he's not racing tonight.
I don't know how she's watching last week's race, but
yeah, she's on last week's race, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what she's doing, sitting behind me right now, watching last week's race.
Reminder to everybody watching: put your votes in. We are giving away a free T-shirt. All you have to do is pick the winner, Janelle. You have to pick a driver that's racing.
We'll give you a redo since you're living in the past.
It's always got to be Dustin's wife.
Yeah, that's the truth there.
Yeah, Sharon cheering for Ryan Shelton. I actually got to sit down with him pre-race and talk a little bit about the car and the track. And what you saw in practice, Jay, is not likely what we're going to see when the green flag drops. From what I hear on cool tires, the inside's favorable for about the first 5 to 10 laps. After that, the cars get real tight and start to slide up the track.
Yeah, and that's what I was just noticing. Like I said, when they were taking their qualifying laps, I was kind of paying attention to their line. And right about another half a car length down is right where, if you were to actually split these two right here in the front, that's about where they were running for their qualifying laps. So it's not quite at the bottom, but it's not quite at the top. It's like just off of that inside stint there on that inside groove. But
yeah,
we do have 9 guys on the field tonight. Unfortunately, Sean did not make it back in, so he's going to miss the start. Sean, I believe you can come back in, but he may be having issues. I know that there's weather issues going on throughout the country that are causing a lot of problems out there. So good to see you come out, at least give it a shot anyway. But we're coming down to the green flag, 9 drivers. I do not think we're going to have I think it's going to be single car spins. I don't think we're going to see a caution tonight, so I think we have 159 green flag.
Never say never.
159 laps. Let's get on. Let's get going, boys. How about that?
Here we go.
Green flag is in the air as you got 2 of the top dogs going down there. Devin Zimmerman, Ryan Shelton taking it down into turn 1. Ryan obviously has got that. As you were saying, he's not in the preferred line right now, so I'm sure he's going to give it to Devin until those tires warm up a little bit. Things look pretty not as skatey right now, but Ryan's going to take that over. Is Devin Zimmerman kind of concedes that spot. Didn't fight for it too hard. must be good when tire temperature is up. What do you think, Tom?
Well, I heard from Ryan Shelton pre-race, the top side of the track is actually, it burns tires a little faster than the bottom does, so running the top side is not as advantageous as you would think it would. I think all these cars are going to sort out, go single file, you know, till they get to the first round of pit stops, and then we might see the pace pick up.
159 laps, so we're definitely looking at probably 2 stops tonight for sure. Green flag all the way. Andy, you've been here before. What are your thoughts on these guys out here? What, 2 stops, 3 stops?
Oh man, it's a lot of laps tonight. You're definitely probably on a 3-stop race. It's depending on cautions a little bit, but I'm thinking at least 3 stops. I'm gonna be interested to see what the line these guys run is, because it's usually high. It's a high line out of 1 and 2, and a low line out of 3, 4. So we're gonna have to see what these guys are running, but that's the fast line around this track. I love this track, one of my favorite ones. So let's see what these guys got for us.
Just notice Robin Pardon there in the pit lane very early. Can't imagine he had a loose wheel or anything, but he's in there.
I think he might have got a little bit loose coming off of turn 2, which is where we've seen a lot of the issues come at tonight. So maybe just caught him off guard, hit that outside wall, went in there for repair. As we see and lay it back in the pack there, Ethan Thompson is on the move. He's now moved up the 5th spot behind Ryan Walter. So got around Andrew Business as Andrew Business starts fade. But like I said, it's a long way to go. It's going to be getting those tires up to temperature, maintaining a correct line, and just trying to keep that car straight. As we've seen turn 2 all season long. Oh no, somebody gets a little bit squirrely coming down that back there. Takes it down the inside.
Chuck McDonald got loose. Saved it though. Good save on his part, and get back rolling around as Ethan Thompson goes around him on the high side.
Yeah, just got a little too high, a little too early.
And that's that ever elusive turn number 2. I mean, that's one that cannot be stressed or overstressed enough. You have to. It's a skatey track, and I know these guys do have some experience dealing with this issue and getting the car straightened out, but you do lose momentum, and I think that's what they're experiencing right now. Let's get these tires up to temperature before the car starts to come in, move up a couple of lines, and just run it out. Like I said, 159 laps out. Long way to go tonight for the championship, and nobody really wants to push it too early. They'll probably just log as many laps as they can, get what they can underneath of it. Learn some stuff for later. The track will change. The temperature will change on the track. Probably get a little bit hotter, maybe a little bit more skatier after the first couple of pit stops. So it's going to be interesting to watch later on during the run if these guys do get spread out enough where that's not going to be an issue, or if they stick together. If they stick together, we could possibly see a caution or two if somebody gets loose coming out of that, taps the outside wall, and that gentleman just happens to be underneath of them. As right now we're getting 7 of 159, so 152 laps left to go.
Yeah, as long as this race is, and these guys know they're all a bunch of really good drivers, veteran drivers, no pun intended. They run a lot of consecutive green laps, race over race, all season long through season 5 here. And I'm wondering if they're battling right now because they think track position will be that much more important coming through all those green flag pit stops.
I'm not sure. Dustin, I know you raced here. You're pretty good at this track. What are you feeling? How would you play it out with 159 laps tonight? You're taking it down, the first part of the run, and you're a little bit loose. You know you're going to be loose for that first 10 laps. How are you feeling?
I'm going to try to save my equipment, try to stay out of trouble early, and just kind of run around the track and, make passes when they're safe. And, 159 laps is a long race here. These guys are good at it, though, and they'll get through it, and that's what I would do. Just play it safe, and those green flag pit stops, the timing in, timing out, the pit stop all together, it's where it makes or breaks your race most of the time.
Right, and Ethan is on a charge, guys. He is now taking over that 3rd spot. So Devin Zimmerman took that point away, that precious point for sitting on the pole, and he's also, I don't think he's led a lap. I think he gave that to Ryan Shelton, so he has not led that lap yet. And I stress yet because Ryan, there's still some pit stops to go. So will he ever concede that, or get that ever? Points are valuable. Like I said, they've been looting all season. They're easy to give away and hard to get back, as we can tell tonight with lap 11 in the books. And yes, Ethan Thompson is on a charge. He's got it hooked up right now in this early part of the run. That may play out later, guys.
Yeah, and I noticed Ethan Thompson being on the march single-handedly is slowing down the entire field. Every time they get side by side, they slow down a little bit as they race each other, and Ethan Thompson makes his way through, giving Ryan Shelton a much increased lead. He's gained almost a second lead over the past couple laps.
Yeah, you want to talk about some confidence. I'll tell you what, to drive from he started in 7th spot, now drove up to 3rd and looking on the back door as 2nd. If he keeps it up, he may be pressuring Ryan Shelton here for that victory in a few laps here. Probably say about another 10 laps, but he's got it definitely hooked up early. He knows how to get this thing done, and he's looking really good. Definitely in championship form tonight.
Yeah, Devin Zimmerman has got to be feeling a little nervous looking in that rearview mirror.
So Dustin's wife Janelle has woken up from her coma, and she picks Devin for tonight.
All right, well, like I said, it's a pretty stacked field tonight. There really is favorite that I would say. I mean, Shelton has been proven to be strong when he's out there. Devin's been proven to be strong. Ethan is strong. Walter's, as you can see right there, he's not letting Ethan get away. Ethan did catch up to that 3rd spot, but their 2nd spot got himself around there. And now kind of is just riding around. Maybe he's in a comfortable position where he's back up behind Devin and then just playing out for the first couple of pit stops to see exactly what's going on. But you don't want to sit there too long because Ryan's slowly starting to pull away a little bit at a time here. So if he's going to make a move, I think you'd have to make it now and try and keep Ryan. Yeah, definitely keep Ryan in your sights, though.
Yeah, I know Ryan's pulling away, but it's so early in a 159 lap race that give these guys a moment to figure out the track, how the track's running today, under the current track conditions, and I think it'll be a different ball game. We all know Devin Zimmerman is a long run driver to begin with.
Yeah, Devin does know how to save his equipment. He's just sitting back there. But like I said, Ethan Thompson, as long as you don't let Ryan get too far away, because you do want to kind of keep that pressure on him and make sure, he doesn't pull out. If it goes green all the way, there's always that chance of, overshooting the pit. We've seen a lot of mistakes made on pit road this season. And actually from the top few guys there, everybody makes a little bit of a mistake here in time. With everything on the line tonight, that little bit of extra pressure, you may just not think about it until it's too late. And especially later on, if you're talking 1 or 2, at least 2, maybe 3rd pit stop, how their guys are going to play it out strategy-wise. But we shall see as time goes on. That's for sure.
In a race where conservation is important, one of these longer races where you want a car that's going to be good on the long run, you anticipate a lot of green flag stops. They haven't spread out as much as I would expect them to at Atlanta. These guys are still pretty close together. I mean, one little mistake, and that's a point given away.
Yeah, and those top there are definitely pushing it hard. And we're talking 17 laps, and there's only 4 seconds, less than 5 seconds in between 1st and 7th at the present moment. So it's going to be a fun run, and it's going to definitely play into the advantage of who can get in and off of pit road, what kind of strategy are they going to have, 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires. We know Andrew Bisnet has his, he may go no tires and fuel only. I mean, so it's hard to say what these guys are going to do to try and get that advantage, but it is really tight in between 3rd and 6th right now. There's, less than a second in between those guys. So they're just hanging out, just racing around each other, not letting each other get away. And all points are valuable at this present moment, no matter where they run.
You saw those 3 cars we're just watching kind of fan out as they hit the straightaways, not kind of half drafting each other. They're not even really trying to chase each other. They're just trying to stay competitive, keep the speed, and look for that opportunity.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're alluding to. I mean, right now you're just trying to log some laps. It is a long race, and you got pit stops coming up. So what do? You keep that guy in front of you. If you do get a run, that car starts to feel good. Maybe push it just a little bit, but you don't want to push it too much, or you could end up hurting somebody, as we see Chuck McDonald now going on the inside of Ryan Walter, taking over that 3rd spot or 4th spot. So we've got a battle for 4th here on the track. Is now Ryan Walter takes it on the high side. Chuck falls back a little bit. He's going to get that run. Like I said, they're liking that high side. So maybe Chuck was in that chat and don't know. Chuck gets loose coming off.
Good save.
Wow, so that's that's the product that they were trying to avoid right there, and
Woo,
that's I
boy.
can see.
So if you
Yeah.
notice, he got a little low, a little hot coming out of 1-2 there, and that's why you want to run that high side in 1 and 2. That's what's going to happen if you run that low side and try and come out hot. You're gonna lose the rear end of that car coming out of 1 and 2.
Well, that was certainly some fancy footwork and some sawing on that wheel. That's about as sideways as that car can get without going the other direction.
Yeah, that was a heck of a save on his part. I mean, he wasn't too far from hitting that wall, that inside wall, and saved it and kept his car in one piece. And see if he can rally back. And hopefully he didn't upset the tires too much. That can happen on this car as well, as some of us found out last night. And you can upset them tires, you get a little skiddy, and now they're angry at you. They don't know what they want to do next.
And we got a whole lot of BizNet fans chiming in here over in the chat.
Yeah, and so you take a look at that lap that we're taking a look at. I believe it's Ryan Walter there,
Yep.
and Biznet. You saw how he was running the low line out of 1 and 2. The issue with running that low line out of 1 and 2 is you see him getting in here now. He's going to start running that low line. Problem is you cannot push it out of that corner too hard without either hitting the wall or losing the rear end. So he's
Somebody
gonna
just
get
got
it.
sideways. Somebody just got sideways. I'm not sure who that was.
That was
Ethan
Ethan
Thompson
Thompson.
decided. So
Yep.
Ethan Thompson got it sideways. I'm sorry, Andy, but a little bit of excitement there. We did come across some smoke. So our third spot now falls back and now fighting for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Fell right back to those guys after all that hard work to get up there to third battle for third.
Ethan had to put on
That's
a
quite all right.
visual
We gotta
demonstration.
follow the action, of course, Jay. But as I was saying, he's gonna get a rear view mirror full of biznet here if he keeps running that low line there in 1 and 2. The one thing I want to ask Dustin, since he has communications to the drivers, but prior to the race, is if they are all aware of what they are racing for as the race winner tonight.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I put our other admin, Bradley Hunt, and from what he told me, everybody was gonna know about it at some point, and hopefully they all know. I kind of left it up to him. I had to get the broadcast ready, to be honest with you, Andy. But I believe they know what they're racing for, as there was a post out earlier, and they're gonna race hard and they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, I think the sheer amount of speed we see here now, just under 1/8 of the way through the race, demonstrates that they all know what they're fighting for. They're being a lot more competitive than I thought they would this early on in the stage, or not the stage.
Yeah,
The race.
you see the high line being run there by Shelton, and that is where you need to run 1-2 and get down to the low side, get down to that white line here in 3 and 4. That is the line here at Atlanta, and that is why Ryan is out in front. You see those other guys wanting to run the low line in 1 and 2. It just isn't there. You cannot take the momentum. Although Ryan's going to prove me wrong. He doesn't get all the way to the white. It is the high side in 1 and 2 where you're going to take the momentum off the corner.
Yeah, he more diamond 1 and 2 there. He kind of went lower at the exit just to get that fight off.
So Stephen Green over in the YouTube chat has not only volunteered to serve this country, he has also volunteered to let all the drivers know what they're racing for.
There you go. So, and he is part
That
of the
boy.
race.
Boy,
Yeah,
Green.
let them know, Steven. Let them know. Bust in there right now and be like, hey, you guys need to pick it up because you're racing for sponsorship right now.
And even though you're not
big
racing,
official-
you're always welcome to join the Discord and talk with the boys and enjoy the camaraderie.
Yeah, that's why we do this.
And it's good to see Paul Vosberg join the chat tonight. Paul, we're sad that you're not on the track. We appreciate everything you do. We know this is your busy season. Can't wait to see you on the track sometime soon.
Sometime during season 6 would be great.
Maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, definitely Paul Vosberg. He just got promoted to captain out there, so congratulations to him a couple weeks ago as we brought him up and got to know Paul up here in the booth, and for everybody out there, so you can go back to 2 races ago and watch our full season coverage again and get to know Mr. Vosberg. And thank you for joining in. We do appreciate it, Steven. These guys are out here just driving as best they can. It's glad to see you out there. But for those of you out in YouTube land, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share, hit the notification button. That way when season 6 does come along, you'll know when we go live. Then keep up with all the action there, and every little bit helps. And if you don't like it, somebody else may. So if you know anybody who's a racing fan, share it with them. Say, hey, look, this is what these guys do. These are first responders. These are guys who put their lives on the line every week. Come out here and race every week for our entertainment. So share it with them, and the more you do helps everybody out in the end. So thank you,
That's
everybody.
what I've asked everybody to do tonight for the one time this season. Share this stream. Let's get some eyes on our vets and first responders tonight for
Takes
their
like 2
championship
clicks.
race.
2 clicks.
Yeah, do it. Hit the share button. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Twitter. Put it on whatever social media you're on. Get it out there. It's for these guys, right? And another thing I want to point out, if you guys notice, how Robert Cochran is starting to pull into Walter and Biznett. He must have his ears on because he started running that high side a little bit through 1 and 2.
Cochran's been strong every week. He's been moving closer and closer and closer to that front. There was a couple weeks ago, I believe at Michigan, that he actually challenged Ryan Shelton. And I believe it was a race that was on the telecast as well. I believe you and Tommy were covering it, where he actually battled Ryan Shelton. That gave him so much confidence that he could actually run these things and do it. And ever since then, he's been on a tear. And right now, like I said, going into this, him and Chuck McDonald, those guys are running 6 and 7. They're only 1 point apart. And I believe right now, if it was in, it'd be tied in points. So every point counts. Another position would put him ahead of Chuck. So it's tight out there. And Andrew Biznett, who was sitting in third, is now running 5th. Ryan Walterlow's a spoiler tonight in between Ethan and Zimmerman. But, you know, that extra point is that's a buffer. So you never know where it's going to show up. And it's going to be exciting race to the end here, and with so much on the line tonight, I can't believe that you know, these guys aren't fighting just a little bit harder. But like I said, 34-159, so we're just about a quarter of the way through the race right now. So here we go.
I'd really like to see some of these guys, you know, carry it a little deeper into 1 and 2, ride that high line up by the wall. That is.
Andy?
I think we lost Andy.
Andy?
Mid sentence.
Somebody send help. Somebody send help.
Andy? If anybody out there on YouTube saw where Andy got kidnapped to, please send him back to the booth. Thank you.
Andy's wife and children, if you're listening, he might have fallen out of the chair. We're not sure.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna come back in here and blame that lovely internet he has.
You guys are gonna find speed through 1 and 2.
I agree wholeheartedly, Andy.
We couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that high line, especially through turns 1 and 2. So once you go back and listen to the broadcast, you'll totally understand what we're talking about.
Oh man, just having a good time up here, aren't we?
Absolutely, it's the last race of the season. Come on,
that's why we're up here.
The best job in iRacing.
Man, these guys are getting.
I don't know. I think our title sponsor tonight, McConey Setup Shop, has the best job on iRacing, testing all these setups for everybody.
He's moving up there. He's moving up there.
Right? I mean, yeah, McConey puts out a whole bunch. He puts out quality product, and you know, we've raced. TDR has actually raced McConey Setup Shops before, and yeah, I think the first few seasons there, Tommy, weren't they produced by McConey Setup Shops? So Jeff McConey does help out TDR and these guys get faster every week.
He helps us out in the IROC series, and he also helps us out in our endurance team setups as well.
I was gonna say, he helps us out in ways we don't even talk about. Like he just helps us out in so many ways we can't cover it all.
Right.
And we're
checking back in with the YouTube chat. Sharon O'Neill will be making a donation this evening in memory of her husband Tim. He was a Marine, passed away in September. Sorry for your loss, Sharon, but we appreciate your donation, and we're wishing you peace through Memorial Day for sure.
Yes, sir. And that was my brother-in-law. So Tim will be missed. He was one of the good guys. He was a Marine and tough through and through. He took that mentality to life. He was tough to some people, came off as rough and tumble, but you get those grandkids around him, and you see a Marine turn into the teddy bear. So, but definitely, yeah, Tim is missed. He is one of the good guys. Got to see through everybody. He didn't take any BS. And that's what a Marine does, as we see. I saw Ethan Thompson get a little bit loose, guys, coming down through the tri-oval.
Yeah, Andrew Bisnett ready to pounce.
He's ready to pounce. That's our closest battle on the track right now, is between these two. Robert Cochran and Chuck McDonald are close too, but these guys are probably the closest.
Yes, Ryan Walter and Andrew Bisnett have been just battling it out the entire time, and I'm not sure if they're going to just... I wouldn't be surprised right now if Andy is just sitting back there, just saving his equipment, trying to get as best he can as far as stretch that fuel mileage out, maybe. 150 now, that's going to be a tall order for him not to take any tires, but I can almost guarantee if they do go 3 pit stops, Andrew Bisnett is going to be the one guy that's going to actually take a chance and go no tires on one of those stops.
Right. Everyone's getting minimum 12 tires. That's what I think, except for Bisnett. He might get like 9.
I was gonna say he might take negative tires sometimes with Bisnett. You just never know. Take them off.
Put a used one on the right rear. I like the way that one felt.
Put that scuff on there.
Just change one tire, just one.
Yes, he's coming in pit road now.
Andrew Bisnett coming in early.
Stay on him. Is he going to take 2? Is he going to take 4? Is he going to take no? So, all right. Well, that 42. This is going to get interesting, gentlemen, as we're coming down.
I will tell you, that moment right there is a testament to you gentlemen as broadcasters knowing your drivers so well. We brought up Andy with the unusual pit strategy, and sure enough, right on cue, here comes Bisnett with an early pit stop.
He is taking tires. He is totally surprising me. I would have not expected that. I would have thought maybe the
That's
first
2 of them.
There's
4. 4. Wow, did he actually learn a couple of things, guys? From you get just about as much fuel, you can get 4 tires with only 1 lug nut instead of the 5 like we saw before. So 4 tires and fuel, and Andy's back out on track, falling now to 7th position.
And luckily, we were able to track him with the cameras all the way through that pit stop. Excellent entry, stopped right in the box, no slide through. Excellent exit. Hopefully, he doesn't have a speeding penalty. That was a perfect pit stop. It looked beautiful.
He had to be close speeding there. He locked up the brakes going into pit road, so we'll have to see what happens here. But he had to be close.
You're about to get new tires anyway.
Yep.
Or maybe that's why he took tires.
44. So, oh my goodness, as we see Ethan Thompson just gets it a little bit loose. I'm sorry, guys. I'm watching a little bit on the back of the pack here. Ethan Thompson got loose coming at it too. Ryan Walter is right there. So I wouldn't imagine that Ethan's going to be pressing it too much longer. He has been getting looser and looser as this run has been going on. I would have thought the car maybe wouldn't have tightened up after a run, but these guys seem to be getting looser, if not.
Yeah, Ryan Sheldon, after 10 laps, the car progressively gets tighter and tighter in his words. You start to run that high line, but the high line is more abrasive. It chews the tires up a little faster. So as the car gets tighter, it actually makes its own problem worse.
That's true. Andy, are you back with us, bud? Okay, so our on guy who are technical.
That's funny. The light's on.
I am back from
Andy! Andy!
Told you he was going to come back with some internet problem.
Nobody. I hope that nobody else has comp crap.
As Ethan got loose there a little bit ago, Andy, just catch you up. Now Ryan Walters ready to pounce, going for P3. And Andrew Bisnett pitted early.
Yes, that's why he's 1 lap down. So after these guys cycle through, he should be back up through the field.
I saw Bisnett. I was sitting here mute. I'm going to mute myself till my dog stops talking, but then I've got something for you.
All right. As we reach out to YouTube land, let's see. Paul
That's where
Bosberg
I was
said.
going.
All right, you go.
To YouTube land.
All right, I'll let you go to YouTube land. I'm going to go out there and call Ethan Thompson and Ryan Walter here. Ryan Walter seems to know how to get these things done. As we see another guy coming. Oh my goodness, who the heck is behind that? Oh, these guys are just fighting it out, and they're getting looser and looser.
That would have been Robert Cochran. Robert
Cochran gets loose. So yeah, those guys are still battling it off of turn 2. 48 to 159. So if they're going to do 3 stops, it would have to be coming up within the next lap or two. If they're going to try and go 2 stops, I'm not sure who's going to make that decision, but we shall see here coming up. We already know Andrew Bisnet is on a 3-stop strategy at the present moment.
Yeah, Ryan Walter on the hunt here. One of these two cars has to pit eventually, and I don't think it's going to be the guy in the back.
Yeah.
Now, checking out the YouTube land, I need to give a shout out to Sharon. She says, Andy, after the race tonight, we'll be doing a donation in the memory of my husband, Tim. He passed away in September. He was a proud Marine. I love watching this series. You guys all do a great job. And what a tribute to, her husband who was a Marine.
Absolutely.
To give a donation to a charity that helps veterans right around Memorial Day. And Sharon, we thank you, and we thank you for your story as well. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Salute Tim.
We salute Tim as we're rolling down.
And
Now
my
we got
dog's talking again, so I'm going silent.
Okay, he goes. Paul Vosberg actually said, I got some of my engine t-shirts. I want to give the announcers for them to put on every Monday. Paul, we would absolutely love that. I would love to wear your engine and promote you guys. You guys do such a great job out there. We promote you and we salute you, so absolutely. I'm not sure who you can get in touch with, but I'm sure we can get you all of our information after the race or sometime throughout there. If you come in Discord, just let us know how we can reach you some way, somehow, and we'll get our information out to you. And absolutely, one of these times we may actually promote all of us wearing it on Monday night broadcast. That would be great. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, it's
we'll
a
we'll
great
turn
gesture.
the race off, put our 4 ugly mugs up there. It'd be great.
I think they would actually watch the race.
I've got a Steve Austin reference for that, since I've got the title belt back where it belongs. Oh hell yeah!
Absolutely. But man, you can't ask for anything more. See, we give to our drivers give back to us. It is a great world, and I'm telling you what, Jeff McConey, thank you very much for everything that you do. And these guys are fighting hard. Ryan Shelton, who has Pimax, we need to get that off of there and definitely put somebody else on the card that I can think of. To be honest, guys, I've been following Ryan for a while. He's a very great guy, but I'm tired of seeing that Pimax car out front. I'd like to see a different sponsor out there. What do you think? Austin?
What?
Yeah, we need some different sponsors on there. Somebody slap a back barbecue on that thing, would you?
Yeah.
Well, you know who might be doing this actually? Chuck McDonald. Chuck McDonald does the.
Speaking of that, though, shout outs to all the drivers out there at their local tracks running Tyler Daniels stickers.
Yeah.
We
There's a whole
have
bunch of
so
those out
many
there.
Stickers out
A lot
there
of them.
on these local tracks, and more coming. And I will try to name off the few that I know and the that are coming. Shannon Harton,
Yeah, and
Jordan Sims.
And Shanna Harton, they actually took her rookie iRacing scheme from the TDR Friday Night Lights League and put it on a real car. They did the whole iRacing paint scheme thing, but backwards.
Yeah, a lot of paints. Well, there you go. That's
Jordan
awesome.
Sims. John Lister. John Lister is not only running the TDR ribbon, he's also running back charities, and he is handing out TDR ribbons and back charities. Flyers, Dakota Bro, Aaron Johnson's son. I'm sure there's a ton more out there that I can't think of off the top of my head, but those are just a few, and more to come. If you guys want a TDR sticker to put on your real race car, let us know. We'll get you one.
Yeah, Andy and I once went, I think it was early last year, we went to a racetrack, and this was when we first had the stickers. We had a sticker on every car that was at that racetrack by the end of the night.
Well, there you go. How can you go wrong with that? So this is why we have the track nights. Everybody wears the sticker, so that's wonderful. As we see around the pit stops,
We had Ethan Thompson and Ryan Walter come in together. Ryan Walter actually missed his pit stop. He had to back up a little bit. Our former leader, Ryan Shelton, hit pit road. Andrew Bisnet pitted earlier, and Robert Pardon also hit pit road earlier. So the top 4 have not been on pit road. As I say that now, Robert Cochran hits pit road.
So Robert Cocker comes to pit road. Yes. Let's see. Devin Zimmerman stayed out, so he gets his point, guys. So he got that point, not only for sitting on a pole, but now he takes another point for leading the lap.
Yeah, very, very important. Points matter. Points matter. Show up every night. Do the best you can. Just because you're 2 laps down, don't quit. There's points on the line.
We just saw
Yeah.
the same thing with Robert Cochran there. Missed the pit stop, slid through there a little bit. Tires were warm, so hopefully that doesn't hurt him too bad. But we've had a couple people slide through their pit stalls.
But
Yeah,
here's
Robert
the thing with Devin staying out right now. He's running his gas down. There becomes a point at Atlanta Speedway. The tire fall off is there. But there comes a point at this speedway where tire fall off stops. And you will run consistent laps. So him running these extended laps is not hurting him.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be sitting pretty by the time he does come in. New tires will matter, but I don't know that they'll matter that much because, like Andy just alluded to, the consistency lap over lap. You know, how much do you really gain on tires? A second?
You can get a lot. You can get a lot on the new tires, but it's only for a certain amount of laps, and then it stops, and the tire fall off is there.
15, 20 laps, yeah, 30
You
laps
don't
out there.
lose. Yeah, you don't lose any more, and you stop gaining, right? So, at a racetrack that so a lot of tracks where tires matter, staying out too long on old tires can hurt you. Whereas somewhere like Atlanta, the tire fall off stops. So getting these extra laps and stretching the gas may be a benefit to Devin Zimmerman.
Looking at the lap times that you guys are alluding to, Ryan Shelton did a 31.66. Devin Zimmerman was doing a 32.52. That's the difference in the tires between them two.
It's about 1 second, and I think Andy's right. Maybe running your pit strategy on fuel as opposed to it feels like I need tires a little bit might be the better strategy. And I can guarantee you, the guy sitting at P5 right now is taking notes.
You know, this isn't a short track where tires get beat up, and beat up every single lap. Tire fall off stops, and Devin will run consistent laps every single lap here. Ryan's going to pick up that second for maybe 5 to 10 laps. And then he's going to hit that wall where his tires don't matter anymore.
Right. Now, my question is, can we get a screenshot of, or go on the screen of Andy, please? Does he have anybody around him? He would be more, yeah, I know he has no problem with bringing or talking to him while he's racing. Maybe we could talk to him and find out what the fall off was for his 45 lap run to see what the fall off is and then judge it on that, because a lot of these guys only took, they were only in 10, 15 laps after with Zimmerman still on the outside. So maybe if we can bring Andy up here and ask him.
Yeah, we know Andy doesn't mind talking and holding that steering wheel at the same time. Hey, Andy, tell me up in the booth, you got a read on us? This is Upside Down.
When he's
Beaver
racing for a
Mr.
setup,
Biznett.
he is no longer.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, there he is. We got him. How's it going, Biz?
Too bad. How you guys doing up there tonight?
Good.
We're doing good, man, and you got a lot of fans over there in YouTube land tonight.
I heard Sean, Mr. Green came in and he was like, he's got a shirt riding on this, and you know, we got a lot of racing left, so you never know what's gonna happen.
You're my favorite tonight too, but I think you can pull this out still. We pulled you up here because we have one question for you. You're very good at saving your tires, and you went in there early. You were the first one in. What was the tire wear like out there tonight with the tires that you have?
Well, I was just talking with a couple of the guys in there about our tire wear, and mine is actually surprisingly better than some of them, which I don't know how. But but you know, Ryan Shelton's up there. He's running pretty hard and pulling away too. It's not bad. You know, I mean, the track is still 101 degrees, so it's still going to be slick no matter what. But you know, it's getting used to it. The big spot right now seems to be turn 2, where a lot of folks are getting the slides on there.
Right. And as far as like the looseness, we've seen a lot of guys get loose, and early in the run and then late in the run. Is there a sweet spot in there? How many laps you can run where the car without being getting too upset?
Kind of feels like somewhere between once you get to like around lap 10, and then I came in when I came in is when I really started kind of feeling it a little, uh, getting a little skatey, and that's about when everyone else said it was. So it was around when I come in, I think lap
45.
45, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
So I mean, try something a little different tonight. I'm not saving fuel because we got to come in twice, and the numbers weren't close enough. Like I wasn't gonna save 30 laps of fuel between the two the two runs, but you know, we got a long race to see what's gonna happen here. Keeping it clean so far, that's a big plus. Keeping it off the wall and having a good time.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to let you get back to it as I see some competition coming out there in your rearview mirror. And thank you for your time and good luck the rest of the race, bud.
Hey, thank you guys all. I hope you have a good time up there.
Good luck,
Thank you.
bud.
And
We
while
always have a
him
good time
sorting
up
it
here.
back out, we have a birthday celebration today.
I was
for one
just
of the
watching that.
TDR members. Les Bentz has gotten a little
Happy
younger
birthday.
today. And so big shout out, happy birthday to Les Bentz out there. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you racing every night that you race, buddy. I know, a couple of us, myself included, have become, good friends with Les, and he's a good guy. Really, really appreciate him and his contributions to TDR.
Yeah, he runs a lot of races with us. He's in the Discord a lot of times. Sometimes just hanging out, chatting. Sometimes, on track with the guys. So a big shout out to you, Les, for being a part of the community, and we wish you the best on your birthday, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for coming out tonight, celebrating your birthday with us. That's huge. That means a lot to us up here in TDR. As we are kind of like your family, so big happy birthday. Just let us know how many years ago you turned 30, and we'll figure it out from there. As we see right now, Ethan Thompson getting underneath the or Andrew Biznett, who there's a tire wear, so he did catch him down and is running him down. Robin Parton's 4 laps down right there, but I'm not sure if we didn't really talk to Andrew if he was saving anything. He said he wasn't saving anything, but Ethan Thompson definitely had the advantage with 10 laps, or about 15 laps, I guess.
So while we were talking to Biznett there, we had our last few drivers take their pit stops, Devin and
I see
them.
that.
And, we were talking about, how much of a difference it is. When Ryan went in, I think Devin was down, about 3 seconds. And when Ryan stopped to now where Devin is, it's 16 seconds between them two.
That tire wear is huge. So, Andy, as you were alluding to, that might not be an advantage staying out there. I'm not sure. Maybe he was going to try to split the race, but maybe realized he didn't have enough time. I don't know why you would stay out that long. Normally, when the leaders go down, you pretty much follow. I mean, that's what I've been taught anyway.
It's pretty tight to try to split the race. I kind of see what you're saying with him trying to split it, but it does give him more flexibility. Being the last guy to pit, he's on the freshest stuff. He gets a little more control over the next time he pits.
So, but also, if you think about this, and we alluded to the tire fall off kind of stops. So he can run this race pretty close to 2 stops. He can't run 2 stops unless we get some caution. However, the last stop, he can go gas, no tires, and it is a very fast pit stop. The other guys are going to have to fill that bad boy up.
That's true.
He's going to have a splash and go.
Yeah, and we know Devin Zimmerman. He's a very calculating driver. He likes to play the gallon pit stop game. I think Andy has a very valid point there. Devin Zimmerman could take it based on fuel, and we won't even know until the end.
That is so true. We are good.
We're only even coming up on halfway to this race. I mean, we're not even halfway, and so it's hard telling how this thing's going to play out. You have no idea, blown tires spinning, coming off corners. I mean, all kinds of things can really play out but as we're looking at it, could be very interesting coming down to the end.
Absolutely. And then surprisingly, though, our fastest guy of the race right now, who has the fastest lap at a 31.3, is actually in our fit spots position. That's Ryan Walter. Running 31.3. And he's been running quicker than leaders, so consistently.
He has looked really sporty all night. I'm not sure how his pit stop in and out looked compared to the other guys, but if he can keep it together, I mean, I think he's well in the running for this thing.
So
It's just-
something I wanna look at, if you could, Dustin. I know Dustin, our cameraman tonight. Let's take a look at a lap with Shelton versus a lap with Zimmerman.
All right, we'll go across the line here in the gyro cam. Tommy's favorite camera at the stripe right now.
Absolutely. It never goes upside down. It's close.
Just taking that high line there as you were leading up there to that wall.
Yeah, it looks like Shelton's he's dropping in a little bit on the exit of the corner there. So he's entering high, kind of dropping in a little lower here. We'll see through
And
3
like
and
I
4.
said, that is the ultimate line, like I was talking about earlier. He took the high line up by the wall, entering 1 and 2, carried the momentum out of 1 and 2, and took the low line through 3 and 4. That is the fastest way around this track. So now
Well,
let's
clearly.
take a look at somebody else and see if anybody else is running that line.
Well, look at Devin as he goes around BizNet here. He just crossed the line as we speak.
Well, he's forced down at the bottom at the
Yeah,
present moment.
that's
so.
tough to watch that lap, but we'll get him around.
As he gets around him now, yeah, he's cleared him now. So down the back stretch, we should get a nice clear shot.
We'll take 2 with Devin and try to figure out where he puts the extra fuel.
And then I think we'll pick somebody else and go around with them, like either somebody else in our top. Maybe take a lap around with BizNet on older tires.
See, is also coming around and pretty much almost mirroring what Ryan's doing in turn 3 and 4.
He stays a little lower in 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's too low. He's too low there in 1 and 2. And you want the thing is, you think you have the room to push it, but you really got to feather that throttle coming out of 1 and 2 if you're going to take it that low, because if you push it too hard, you're going to spin it.
Take a lap around with Chuck. He's gonna be crossing the line here. Chuck McDonald.
Yeah, coming by the line this time. Here we go. Into 1 and 2.
Chuck is about a half a car length above where Zimmerman's running, but about a half car length below where Ryan was running. So he's right in the middle.
Yeah, he's kind of in the middle of that line in 1 and 2. And he looks. Go ahead, Tommy.
And he seems to be running a little too high there in 3 and 4. He's got to get out of the gas a little earlier, get that thing down to the white line so it rotates. Once that car rotates, you can hit the gas and go.
Yeah, well, one of the nice things with the next-gen cars is you do have a little more flexibility with the lines you run. They're a little more forgiving when you're not on their preferred line. But Andy's absolutely right with Ryan Shelton running that perfect line. Everyone's a little bit off of it, trying to figure out their own thing, and that perfect line is a lot of why Ryan Shelton's sitting in P1 right now.
Absolutely, as we're coming across the line there, Ryan Shelton just turned in 32.223. Ethan Thompson and Devin Zimmerman. Devin just turned in a lap at 31.857, so he is running quicker right now than Shelton.
How many fewer laps are on Devin's tires? He should be about, what, 15, 20 ahead of the rest?
Something like that.
Yeah, he came in halfway, guys. We're halfway through the race this time. So, halfway down, but you see Ryan Shelton's got a 14, 15 second lead over Ethan and Devin. That's pretty big right now, but these guys are finding each other and fighting each other, so that's going to be a deficit. I'm not sure if these guys can make up right now if it goes green the rest of the way.
But you watch the line that Ryan Shelton is running, that high line into 1 and 2 and that low line into 3 and 4. And listen, I'm not the best racer or best iRacer out there, but I can tell you I learned that by watching videos from McConey setup shops and Breyer. Every week that he puts those out, you're going to learn that fast line, and that's where I learned this fast line. You hit that high line into 1 and 2, low line, you got to get it down, and he'll teach you little things, right? Get it down to the white line so the car rotates on the white line if it's down there. So definitely check out McConey setup shops. You guys want to be fast.
Yeah, it's a good point. We talk a lot about their website and how you can buy some setups and get some tips from their Discord. But like Andy said, it's free. Go like their Facebook page. Get a notification when they make a post. Because once a week, for free, they'll make you faster.
And you
Yes,
know we
they
all
will.
like the
I
word
am
free.
100%. I am 100% proof of that. I have ran every race this week that I didn't get wrecked. I finished top 5 in the officials, and that was by watching the Maconi Setup Shop video for the fastest line for the official races this week.
And thank you, Jeff McConey, for everything that you do, not only for TDR, not only what you do for the first veteran, but for all that you do. Looks like, Robert Cochran is just having one heck of a time since that first pit stop. He's now 5 laps down. He did take another pit. He did get sideways. He tapped the wall as we were watching Zimmerman take his lap. But yeah, so he's having one heck of a time just trying to keep it straight. And that's a shame because he had one heck of a car tonight. I thought he could have been up there at least contending for, third or fourth.
Yeah, and halfway point through the race, got to remind everybody, stick around for the very end. Not only will we let the winner know what they've won, and they know what they're out there racing for, but we do have a special announcement that we will run directly after the checkered flag.
Yes, we have special announcements. We have a lot of stuff at the end of this race, so stay tuned. Go up. It's about halfway through. Get your popcorn, get your beer, get your soda, get some birthday
Absolutely.
cake, and celebrate with Les Spence. Happy, 39th birthday, Les. It's good to see you out here, buddy.
Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Come on, guys. Isn't that freaking awesome? We got a huge announcement. Come on, get fired up for this.
See,
we got a huge announcement after this race. It is gigantic. You have no idea.
I'm
how
not allowed to.
Up I am right now.
I'm not allowed to get too fired up about it because I spilled the beans.
Well, somebody spilled the beans, but we got to send somebody out there to jump out the cake for Les, and maybe we can get Sharon or, Janelle to jump out the cake and give the beans.
What'd you do, Tommy?
Put that on a t-shirt. Jump out of the cake and get the beans. Like nobody would ever know what that meant if they didn't hear Jay say it just now.
You know what I got to say about that whole thing? I mean, we're 71 to go. We're just a little bit over halfway. And I think Tommy is just flat out sticking.
Chicken.
Chicken.
It's been a long time since that word came up.
Yeah, it has.
All right, well, I guess I can give it to you.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, ready? You sing it. I'll watch. There are chickens in the trees, and they got them weaky knees. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please? There are chickens in the trees, and they got them weaky knees. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please?
Encore.
See the kind of entertainment you get by watching this stream?
It's worth every penny.
That's right. Every penny.
And it really is expensive to watch this stream for free.
That's true. You need a $1,000 computer and YouTube.
And to watch it, absolutely. All you need is, you
Or a $1,000 smartphone.
We're also going to get on a Monday night. You have this kind of entertainment. We got shirts to give away. We got birthdays to celebrate. We got a championship going on right now. 68 to go. Ryan Shelton's going to be coming down for his pit stop soon. Andrew Biznett will probably be with the next 15-20 laps for his pit stop. Ryan Shelton.
Shelton is our leader. Who picked Shelton for the T-shirt giveaway?
That would be our number one fan. That would be known as Sister Sucky. Sharon O'Neill right now has best running in that business. Better pick it up.
Oh my God! I just heard some real big excitement out of Jay.
I did. He's getting me fired up, and like all I can say is the surprise is 1 minute and 48 seconds long.
Guys, here we go. We're going into Veterans Day weekend with the Vets and First Responders League.
Memorial Day weekend.
That's what I said. That's the Memorial Day, Veterans Day, 4th of July, we got chicken on the grill. Oh my goodness, I just said it for myself.
Oh, you
There
just
are
said it.
chickens
Go
in
for
the
it.
trees, and they got them wickies. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please?
Oh,
There are
please.
chickens in the trees, and they got them wickies. There are chickens in the trees. Won't you listen to me, please?
Please.
There
Love
you
it.
go. All
You,
right,
you
that's
even got
Tommy
a
style. Love
a
right
backup
So
singer
now,
there.
I gotta ask because
there.
back barbecue is gonna have probably some big announcements for Memorial Day and grilling season. But I gotta ask, what kind of meat are you guys grilling?
I'm
Don't
doing.
say it, please.
I'm not gonna do any poultry. Nah, I think we're gonna do some pork ribs and some beef ribs, one rack of each.
Sounds good.
Well, speaking of
Dustin?
which, I think we have a special guy out there. Andy, maybe you want to give a shout out to the YouTube land. Somebody just checked in.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta get to it. I lost it with you singing chicken.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's hard being me sometimes.
Cochran, hold on.
Oh my goodness, we got a Jeff McConey checking in with us. We've been talking about McConey setup shops all night long, as well as what phenomenal things Jeff is doing, not only for TDR and the veterans tonight, with the winner becoming a sponsored driver by McConey setup shops, but the big things that Jeff and McConey setup shops are doing in the iRacing world, as well as the NASCAR world, right? We are not stopping at virtual racing with McConey. We are going into the real world, and it is just huge. And thank you, Jeff, for checking in tonight. Love it. Love seeing you, man. And thank you for supporting TDR, but a bigger thank you for supporting the TDR veterans and first responders.
Absolutely. We salute you as well as salute the guys out there. We got a Puppet Master says, "Hey guys, U.S. Army here, brother." So welcome, Puppet Master. Not really sure who Puppet Master is, but he's an Army guy. So hope you're out there enjoying these guys. Vets first responders. Ryan Shelton got a commanding lead right now, 12 seconds over Devin Zimmerman, Ethan Thompson, and Andrew Biznett. Ethan kind of fell back off of Devin, but I think he might have got a little bit loose, or maybe his
Gotta be
tires
coming
fell
up
off a
on
little
pit
bit.
stops, though, boys. I mean, we gotta be coming up on them, and it's gonna be interesting because how far will Devin push it past where Ryan comes in?
Absolutely.
and-
That's what we're trying to figure out. And with Andrew Biznett hitting at lap 45, and these guys slap hitting at lap 55, that's going to put him just over, if he stretches it out enough, that'll put him in just about 105. We're at 61 to go, so probably within the next 10 laps, we'll see Andy come down and take his stop as he's starting to fall back just a little bit from Ethan Thompson.
Well, that's
Oh, well.
Andy was kind of alluding to it that, does Devin come in early here, maybe try to make up that time from before and try to learn something? As we got some smoke, I don't know what's going on in front of Biznett here. Oh, Robert Cochran must have got loose again.
Well, as
Robert
much as I
Cochran.
hate to miss some of this action,
Oh,
I
he's
do have
blowing
an
up.
animal
That's a
control
shame. He must
emergency
have
here
been-
in the booth, and I got to step out for about 5 minutes.
Okay, good luck with that.
Good luck, Tom.
Hey,
Ooh.
I want to give a big shout out to Puppet Master and tell him, yes, what Mr. Green is telling you, come race with us if you can. But first and foremost, we want to thank you for everything that you've done and for your service to us so that we can do the things that we do today, like bring you this race. So thank you, Puppet Master, for everything you do, and thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
As
And
Ryan
that's what
Walter
it's
hits
all about.
pits road.
So Walter comes in first. That's a surprising move. Ryan was one of those guys that pitted on lap like 50, 55. So he's taking an early pit. Maybe he's trying to
he's gonna
short
have
pit it
come
with
again.
58 to
There's
go.
no way he goes what 50
8 laps.
58 laps. Yeah,
It's gonna
you
be
can't,
pushing.
you can't make it that far. Let's see if he goes 2 or 4.
I believe he'll take 4 here. Yep.
As he does, he takes 4.
So he took his 4.
But Shelton's still running that preferred line, and I wish I could see more people running that preferred line. And again, I'm going to give a shout out to McConey Setup Shops and their videos, weekly videos. Guys, you want to be fast out there during the officials, you got to tune in to Breyer and his videos he puts out. These are the preferred lines, and he has helped me. I have put my car every single race, unless I've been wrecked, in a top 5 position these past 2 weeks because of the videos that McConey Setup Shops put out.
Yeah, he does a great job. I've raced him a few times as well, and a few of the opens I've done. And we alluded to it earlier with our IROC series. He supplies those setups for us there. Fast setups, we have a blast in them, and even the road racing in the endurance series we do, he's supplied us some setups for that as well, and we've enjoyed running them, and we can't thank him enough for everything he does for the iRacing community and us here at TDR.
I mean, he's just, and for that fact, let's talk about Tyler and what TDR is, right? Tyler Daniels Racing, and Tyler is a sponsored McConey driver, and he goes out there and he runs his modifieds and things and wins with McConey setups. You got to get out there, check out McConey Setup Shop. I'm telling you guys, if you guys want to be fast, well, you be fast, but be involved with something that's going somewhere. So many people join this iRacing community during COVID and that kind of thing, and trying to figure things out, but McConey's here to stay. And there's so many setup shops out there. The service you're going to get from McConey is top notch, second to none. He's gone out on the track with me on the day of a race to give me a setup so we could run a race for Tyler's birthday.
Yep.
And that is McConey himself has done that.
To speak to his customer service. Oh, go ahead, Andy. I'll let you finish your thought. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, you're just never going to get service like that from anybody else. Somebody else just wants to sell you a setup that may or may not be theirs and be done with you. They got your money, but Jeff is going to provide the service for you.
Yeah, and if I could back up that one point, Andy, someone brought up that he provides the setups for the IROC series. So I've been fortunate enough to participate 2 years in a row. The setups are tremendously fast. Every now and then, they're a little too fast. We have to get them dialed in. We send a message to Jeff, or we go hit up one of the drivers on the Discord. They immediately make changes, get us the product back so that we can use it. The level of customer service there is second to none. I'm a huge customer service guy in my professional life. He does it the best, by far. Their setups, your victories.
McConey Setup Shops. We say it every week up here in the TDR and First and Vets Responders. Our first responders, veterans, military. We do it every
And
week.
that's
You think
fun,
we would have it down by now?
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those that you can't say enough about, right? Like that McConey Setup Shops and Jeff McConey and what he does for our community, as well as B&B Wraps, what they do for this league and supplying the trophy for this league. But
yeah, since season 1,
Jeff has been a supporter almost since day 1 of TDR, and I've worked with Jeff a lot, and the things that he has given me and the things that he has done for our community is unbelievable. A lot of things that people will never even know about.
I think that goes across the board, that we do a lot of behind the scenes stuff that nobody ever hears about, but it is being felt throughout the community. So we salute everybody out there, Jeff McConey especially. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you for being out there and watching us, the power of supporting these guys. We do appreciate it. As we saw Ethan Thompson take his pit stop now. The only one left, or two left out there, Ryan Shelton, Devin Zimmerman, to take their pits right now. I believe, I'm not sure if Chuck McDonald pitted or not, but he should be coming soon as we see Ryan Shelton come down pit road.
Yep. Chuck has not pit as well, and Ryan Shelton does hit pit road. So we'll see if Devin slowly follows or if he's going to stick with his strategy.
It's
Looks
gonna
like
take
Ryan's
two.
got some
Yeah, I
side
think Devin
damage.
has to come based on fuel. He's good to the go.
Yeah,
Because he
and
has the
Devin is
shortest
on
pit
pit
stop
road.
here on the final end.
Yep, Devin
He
is on
just
pit road.
little splash and dash maybe right sides.
Yeah, right side's on.
Ryan's taking all 4 and
Yeah,
full
we
of
see
fuel.
Devin coming past him. Let's see what he gets.
Ooh. He tried to make up that time
Oh
on
no,
pit
he
road.
overshot
Oh,
his pit. He overshot his pit.
oh,
A mistake.
just a little too much on a night that's really important.
That is what we were alluding to, that second pit stop. And oh man, that is one heck of a thing there. Let's see how much of a deficit that's going to get. Is that going to be enough to let Ethan Thompson catch up to him now? Because they were about 6-7 seconds apart before the round of pit stops started.
Well, we know a lot of drivers that are going to be back here for season 6, and the first driver that has announced starting here in 2 weeks is Puppet Master over in the YouTube chat. He has applied for this league.
Well, thank you, Puppet Master, and you will find out when you join Discord, and you join these guys. You start racing with these guys. I was kind of following your thing there out there, your chat, and we help you. They will help you. They will dial it in. They will help you dial it in. They will make you a better driver because they don't want to see like they're doing now. They do like to be competitive, and they will make you as competitive as they can. So any help that you need, they are out there. So thank you for Puppet Master. Looking forward to see you during season 6 for sure. So thank you everybody for watching. We have a live crowd out there tonight for this final race of the Vets and First Responders League. Right now, 46 laps to go. Final pit stops are being taken care of. It's going to come down to, can we avoid any of the C words out there? We do not want to see them right now. I know at least 2 drivers that do not want to see the C word. I know that one that does, and that would be Bradley Hunt. 1 lap down, he can get his lucky dog back. Man, other than that, I mean, we're just wrapping this up. Big stuff coming up. Stay tuned. Prop your feed up, put us up on the big screen so it makes us feel like celebrities every now and then up there with, the DWs and Larry Macks and all that. I know Tommy is our Larry Mack. He did have a nice taco lunch a couple of
I
weeks
love
ago.
it, right? And I was alluding earlier that you and Dustin, Jay, you and Dustin have done a phenomenal job. And the weeks I haven't been here, I put it up on my 65 in the living room and watch the Vets race, and it's been phenomenal every single week. Love it. Can't wait to see more of it next year, next season. More drivers. We've got a lot of interested now. With Jeff coming along and plugging the Vets at TDR, this is just going to make it all the more better, right? You have the best Veterans First Responders League in iRacing, with the now partnered with the best setup shop in all of iRacing. What's better than that?
It's destiny. When you put the best with the best, you get better, and better is always better than the best, and that's where we're going, right?
That's right. We are aiming for the stars, and we are getting there through our Vets and First Responders League. And we need to grow this field. Let's get them out there. Let's see 20 every week. I'd love to see 20 Vets for First Responders out there. 30. Yep. Let's do a full field. Let's see how these guys react when they have a full field to deal with. Let's get these guys.
And
let's
tell all your vet friends. Tell all your veteran friends. Tell your current, military friends. Tell your first responder friends. Get out here and race with us. Or if they're not iRacers, tune in. Check us out, right?
Yep.
Because we just want to do more. And when you hear about the story that TDR and Back Charities did for a veteran, there's no way you can't deny that this is the best group to be in.
Yep. I tell in my professional life 5 to 10 people a week about what I do as a hobby on the side, and how I work with Back Charities and Back Sports and TDR, and what we do to support veterans. And I give them a business card and I say, hey, go support this thing. And I've gotten so much positive feedback from my personal community, not just the people I know on the internet or the people I race with, real people, because we make real change in the real world.
Yes, we do, and that's been proven time and time again. Watch last week's broadcast, will be, and I believe back talk. Also, we helped the first veteran with some stuff, and we alluded to it earlier in this broadcast. But what better day to celebrate Memorial Day coming up? Like you said, everybody's going to be out there, going to have family over. Hey, why not replay this on the big screen? You can get YouTube, and it's a free service. So as these guys, as you have your parties over, put us up on the big screen. Say, let's salute our guys, and let's see what we watch every Monday night, and maybe get a couple more fans out there. Somebody else may say, hey, I do that, or I know a buddy who does that, or my brother does that, and he thinks he's really fast. Well, let's test them out against these guys out here. Put them up on big screen. Let them know where they can find us. For those that are out there, it is TDR, the Vets and First Responders League at tylerdracing.com. Come out, sign up, talk to Tommy, talk to Andy, talk to Dustin. My brother Jim Downham, who he kind of stepped back a little bit, but he was out there supporting these guys the first part of the season, and he had to kind of take a step back. So we salute him. And so bad, Robert, I'm so sorry your engine blew up. I know, guys, I'm on a roll here. I know you're all trying to chime in. I will shut up now. There you go.
I want to say real quick, because I know we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty here, and I'm gonna shut up when we do. So
Are we
though?
though?
Let everybody know that these races are a fixed setup. So like
They are.
Puppet Master, if you like, this is a fixed setup. So no worries on having to buy a setup to come race with us. It's all set for you. Just join the race, man. Come out and race.
Yep.
We tote Maconi if you want to get into the fixed or the open setup game. Maconi is the top setup shop to do that with.
But Andy, touch on the videos that they do for fixed setups. So Puppet Master might not have been here during that.
So again, I was alluding to earlier, fast line that you probably ride around with Shelton again. Is the fast line here at Atlanta is you run the high side here in 1 and 2. He is running a little, or no, 1 and 2. Yeah, he's coming into 3 and 4 here.
Yep.
He was just running a little bit mid there. Might be on a shorter tire run here, but the fast line here at Atlanta is the high line through 1 and 2. You run up against the wall, you carry the momentum out of the corners, which Ryan's kind of running the middle side. He might be a little bit loose on some old tires here, or just conserving at this point. And then the low line through 3 and 4, like he was down on the white line. The way I find that out, people like Puppet Master that you want to know, or other people who want to know how to get fast, is I go to Maconi setup shops on Facebook, and they have videos. So it's a video for the official race in iRacing this for the current week. So they just had one for Texas. And I will tell you, I watched that, I ran it, and I ran, I don't know, 10, 15 races. Probably got crashed out of 5 to 7 of them, I don't remember. But every one I finished top 5 to top 3. And it was by watching the videos that they offer on Maconi setup shops as far as what the fast line is. And right now you can go out on there and you can check out the Charlotte line for next week already. So there are some free things that you can get through Maconi setup shops to still support them and still be fast, not having to buy a setup. Now, if you want to get in the fixed setup game, I'm telling you, do not buy any other setup other than a Maconi setup.
They also do paints.
Yes, they do. They paint too.
Nudge, nudge.
Good Lord. Yeah. Well, Jeff has been so good to us with the setups and things of that sort that's what I have always known him for. You can get a damn T-shirt. You can get racing gloves. You can get racing boots.
And we apologize to the regular
and get
fans.
yourself a T-shirt. Seriously, get yourself a Maconi setup T-shirt right now.
They have racing
Do it
gloves.
now. Do it now. Get the T-shirt. Get the gloves before McConey is so big in the NASCAR that you guys can't afford it no more, and it's $100 a T-shirt. You know, get a T-shirt
You ain't lying.
now.
It's the truth.
Because it's gonna be worth something. Get a T-shirt now. Get some racing gloves, because the racing gloves are really good. You run a lot of racing, you're gonna want some gloves on your steering wheel anyway. He's got the best place making gloves for him. So how are you gonna beat this? You can't. You cannot beat it. There is nobody better out there in iRacing in the whole setup shop community, or the iRacing apparel, and now, you know, heading into the NASCAR whole circuit. He's going to be at Junior Motorsports at Charlotte at Fan Appreciation Day with a whole booth set up.
Yep. So get you a plane ticket too
You
while you're out
guys
there.
do not want to miss out, and you want to be part of McConey Setup Shop. Telling you, don't fall for the other people. Listen to us. We've been around a while. We've been here. We're not a setup shop. But Jeff has done so much for us, and he continues to do so much for the iRacing community, that you do not want to mess with anybody but McConey Setup Shop.
Yeah, I agree. And as we're getting into the nitty gritty here, 30 laps to go, I just want to say this isn't normally the Jeff McConey show. They're racing for a prize tonight. It will be a sponsorship from the McConey Setup Shop, which is a prestigious thing to win. We also have a huge announcement tonight with McConey Setup Shop at the end, right after the checkered flag, before we even do the first driver interview. Huge news coming up. That's why we're talking about Jeff so much during this race, the final race of the season. One more shout out to B&B Wraps for providing trophies for all 5 seasons and going into season 6 coming up in 2 weeks with 27 to go. Jay, why don't you let that beautiful voice rattle what's going on out there on the track?
Absolutely. Ryan Shelton now holds that top spot down 21 seconds over Andrew Bissett and Devin Zimmerman. As we see those two battle it out for second and third spot, only a second apart, 5 seconds back to Ethan Thompson. Now, do not forget, these are for points. Devin Zimmerman, Andrew Bissett. Ethan Thompson is now in for our current points leader, holding down the 4th spot. Andrew Bissett was in our 3rd spot. Devin Zimmerman in our 2nd spot. Ryan Shelton missed a week. He was a part-time driver, but also had a chance to come up if things flip-flopped, leading the races. He's won a bunch this season, so with this win, it's going to be very interesting to see how all these points shake out with 26 laps to go. As I'm not sure Andrew he was another one on the first strategy down, so on that, Devin Zimmerman should be able to hold him off. But if we get a caution for Jacques Debris, everybody knows in NASCAR world what Jacques Debris is, or something should happen. This could tighten the field up, and things could get.
And then everybody's gonna quit and retire because of Jacques Debris.
Jacques Debris, that's right. So if you don't know what that is, you can look that up on YouTube. And Jacques Debris, it'll come up. It'll be another person that is associated with TDR. Kenny Wallace has a video about the Jacques Debris. So
does he really?
Yes, he does. So I'm just everybody.
If you guys weren't aware,
Ooh, Biznat, hold on to it. Nice.
The back stretch is gonna fall off now. That's gonna definitely stretch that lead out. 24 to go. Come on, Busy. Keep it steady. Come on, bud.
But heck of a save.
Kenny Wallace would have something to say about that. And if you guys didn't know about TDR, not only do we love Jeff and McConey Setup Shops, but Kenny Wallace, Anthony Alfredo, Rutledge Wood,
Larry
who am I
Mack.
missing?
Larry Mack, my idol.
America's crew chief, have all at one point been associated with TDR.
You forgot the one guy.
And you forgot the most important one, Mr. Michael Waltrip.
Yes,
Oh,
Michael
right.
Waltrip was
Mr.
by
Michael
far my
Waltrip.
favorite. He literally said we're the best group on iRacing.
That's right. So you're missing out if you ain't running with TDR.
As our
That's
points
bad.
leader is on pit road, I don't think. Looked like he had some damage. He got a fast repair done, putting some new rubber on there. We'll see what happens here, how far back he falls.
He did get a little bit loose coming at it too about 5 laps ago, guys. I was watching him.
Yep.
Not as loose as Andrew Bissett. Andrew Bissett likes to take things to the extreme, and he saw Robert Cochran there early on with that wild save, and he's like, nah. I could get a little closer to the inside wall.
Before we get to 20 to go, and I hand this off to Jay, and shut my mouth. I mentioned Anthony Alfredo Fast Pasta.
Fast Pasta.
He is also a Maconi setup shop driver on iRacing.
And they let that crazy Italian drive a real race car too.
So, he loves TDR. Anthony Alfredo loves TDR. Maconi setup shop loves TDR. Alfredo is a setup shop driver. You can't go wrong with TDR.
Does that tell you something about TDR,
you,
guys?
buddy.
That says it all about TDR. We are mixed in, and it's a great world to be involved in. As we got Maconi, Jeff Maconi is out there watching this. We got Puppet Master, one of our newest drivers to TDR, out there watching how these guys are bringing it home. As we're watching BizNet try and chase down Devin Zimmerman for that second spot. Ethan Thompson had to take an unfortunate pit stop. That put him back into 5th position. Chuck McDonald now moves up, and he's going to secure that spot over Robert Cochran, who blew his engine, and that's going to secure that. So we got a lot of points on the line. 19 to go. We have a whole bunch of stuff. We got sponsorship at stake here. Can Ryan continue this pace up? We shall see. 18 seconds. BizNet fell back to 3, but we've seen Devin Zimmerman. He's able to hold it on the outside. Took that pressure off without having to look in his mirror over Andrew BizNet. Tommy, I need you to take over for just a moment, please.
That's fine. Less than 20 laps left. That's not much time left, but a long way has passed from the beginning. They've gone by the checker, they will have gone 159 laps. That is a long time to manage this race. Ryan Shelton is sitting pretty. Devin Zimmerman feels a little more secure. Andrew BizNet made a mistake, but there's still plenty of time for them to fight back. We didn't mention during all that hullabaloo coming into the buzz of 20 to go, if you can pick the winner over there in the chat, you could win a t-shirt tonight. A TDR Veterans Only special edition t-shirt will go to someone in the chat tonight who picks the winner. If multiple people do pick the winner, we will go to a drawing for that. And the race winner tonight will get that honorable Maconi setup shop sponsorship. Huge. These guys are running for it. There's a lot of space between them, but a lot of time left to fight back and try to make something happen with the points.
Absolutely, as we got Ryan Shelton, who was Sharon O'Neill's pick from the very, very beginning. And not only her pick tonight, she is a Ryan fan ever since her other driver that we had earlier kind of fell by the wayside there, but he had other stuff that he had to take care of. So now Ryan Shelton comes out there. She picked him from the beginning. She is the only one in line, I believe, for a t-shirt, but Stephen Green says I should get a shirt for that save from BizNet. So what do you think there, Andy? I don't think he's going to go for that, but
what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Take a screenshot of BizNet?
No, just grab like 7
green there.
You grab 17.
Don't forget the TDR shop is in my.
You get a shirt. You get a shirt. You get a shirt.
You get a shirt. You get a shirt.
Everyone who picked BizNet, you just grab the 16 shirts for the people that picked him to win, and you just grab a Sharpie, and you put some skid marks on the front of each one, and mail him out for that epic save he made down by the inside wall.
Well, I'll tell you what, if we're gonna send out that many T-shirts, some donations to back charities to cover the shipping costs.
Backcharities.com, keeping the fun and funded give back with back. Andy's already got to send stickers to Canada.
Everybody's on there now, the Shelton. So you got Les chiming in, the birthday boy, Ryan Shelton. And Sharon says, remember me, Andy. So,
Sharon has a special place in my heart, and she got couple t-shirts from TDR and through the TDR shop, and I gave her a couple extras because she is a fantastic supporter of what we do here.
You know,
and not all of that, but the family as well. He has her youngest nephew out there wearing a Back Charities t-shirt, promoting us all the time. Not just here, but she does promote the league about as best she can. She's always here for all of our broadcasts. So as far as our supporters out there from our regular drivers, she is one that is there with us every night, as well as Janelle. But we can kind of chalk Janelle up with Dustin up here in the booth, kind of supporting that. But as far as that goes, I got to commend you, Dustin. Janelle
now
shows
we
up.
got-
My wife does not.
we got three on Shelton right now. We got Sharon, Paul Vosberg, and Les all pulling. So we're gonna have to do a draw. Tommy, spin wheel ready just in case.
I'll get spin wheel ready. Yep.
Puppet Master chimes in with Devin Zimmerman, which I still think Devin could get there.
Well, if you look on the side of that passenger side door, Ryan Shelton did tap the wall, and
Yeah, he
Devin
did.
Zimmerman has closed in within the last few laps of about 3-4 seconds. May not enough to get him, but he does have a little bit of damage. So if he can just maintain what he's doing, keep it off the wall again, another hit or two. And we've seen some stuff happen as fact a couple weeks ago. Was it not?
And don't forget, everybody out there watching right now, all you people watching, do not leave when this race is over, because huge
Yes.
announcement.
It's gonna be
We're
very
10 to go. We are
10.
10 to go, and a huge announcement at the end of the race. Do not leave this stream. Do not leave this stream, because I'm telling you, these guys. This is a huge announcement.
All
I
right,
haven't-
So you're telling me
5
you're telling me I
minutes.
can't
5
leave?
minutes.
You're telling
No,
me
you
I
got
can't
5
leave?
minutes. No, you got 5 minutes to get your pee, to get down, to get set up, because we got a huge announcement coming up in 5 minutes, folks, at 32 seconds a lap, 9 laps to go. Better hurry up and get it all done out of the way. Grab the popcorn, grab ready for the big announcement. We got the poppers, we've got the fireworks, we've got everything ready for the huge announcement that's coming up in 9 laps, as Ryan Shelton now is going to take him down the back stretch. He looks like he's got this thing pretty much in bag. Even though Devin is closing within 1450, but it's not enough to get there. That gap is in, and with Andy kind of falling back to 1920th, it's pretty much I don't know, unless there's a caution. That's about the only thing I can see that could.
There's that C word again.
Guess what, Jay? Guess
What's
what,
the C word?
Jay?
What is it, buddy?
That huge announcement we're talking about? We have a special guest giving the huge announcement.
I haven't.
About that.
I haven't
Special
heard.
guest nobody knows about. It's a huge announcement coming from a special guest.
I haven't
How
heard
about
Andy.
that?
I haven't had Andy this excited during the last 10 laps since IROC 2021 at Dover. No, 2020 at Dover. Andy's fired up, boy.
So let's get fired up. Will, now you're down to 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. If you have us on the big screen, you can follow the action. I'll let you know what's going on. Ryan Shelton has commanding a lead over Devin Zimmerman at 14:65. Andrew Bisnet 6 seconds behind in third spot. Chuck McDonald 1 lap down is going to secure fourth. Ethan Thompson's 2 laps down, and barring anything, and I do say barring anything that happens, in fifth. Bradley Hunt 3 laps down in 6th spot. Robin Pardon 7 laps down in 7th spot. Ryan Walter, who is now on the pits. Something must have happened with him. He holds down 8th. And then our 9th spot is Robert Cochran, who blowed it up early in the race. So he's out there enjoying it. Robert, you can also get in on the t-shirt drawing. And I'm sure Sharon's going to be a little bit upset, as right now we see Ethan Thompson taking that slide on the bottom to get around Ryan Shelton to get one of his laps back. So now he's only 1 lap down.
Getting
Now
him
he
back
just
the hard
needs
way.
a C word. He just needs a
Five.
C word.
No, right now he's got to get
say
up
it.
to Chuck. He's got to get around Chuck to get the lucky dog if something should come out. 5 laps to go. Ryan's just going to let him go
Dustin.
by.
Dustin, we are 5 laps to go. Is our special guest ready
Yes.
to give this huge announcement at the end of the race?
Yes.
Dustin, let me know.
Yes, special guest is ready. We're all fired up. We're all excited to hear this special announcement. I cannot wait for it. We got 4 laps to go. Ryan Shelton in the lead. Coming home with it. Unless you have that weird caution at right at the start-finish line like they did last night and somebody's window net goes down, we'll be all right.
Right, but as you can see, Robert Cochran is back out there. Looked a little scary there for a minute as he went 3 wide into turn 1. I'm not sure if everybody saw that out there, but they went 3 wide into turn number 1.
Oh my gosh, you said scary. You said scary. You know what's scary to me, Jay?
What's scary to you, buddy?
Ryan Shelton as a Maconi setup shop driver is scary to me.
He's
what's
scary on
scary?
fixed
Him
setups.
getting out there being a setup shop driver. Oh my God. iRacing guys, because Ryan Shelton is going to be behind the best setup shop in all racing, and he is going to be coming for every single one of you.
Yep. He's gonna change the game on officials.
Yes, he will. And I'm not sure if anybody knows this about Ryan Shelton. He doesn't really like to show up, but he was a beta driver back in the early days of iRacing
Yep.
as well.
Very knowledgeable.
So I'm not
Yep.
sure if everybody knew that, but he did share that, and he does share all of his knowledge. So with him behind Jeff McConey's setup, that's going to be very, very dangerous. 2 laps to go. It's coming to the white flag right now, and coming out of 3 into 4. No problem. As soon as they take that white flag, it's all over but the shouting, boys. And last lap to go here. Ryan Shelton is bringing it home.
With one lap to go, I just gotta say we need to make a T-shirt that says "Don't say the C word."
Yeah. There you go.
Ryan Shelton is going to be able to be a sponsored driver by the best setup shop
Two
in all
corners to go
iRacing,
here.
and he is that much closer to the iRacing and NASCAR world. Is Ryan Shelton going to be bringing home the checkered flag, baby?
Ryan Shelton, congratulations on your win and bringing it home and your
Yep.
latest.
I've got Ryan dialed up here in the booth. Congratulations on the win. You can hear us. We cannot hear you. We have a big announcement to put on before we even talk to you. So you already know what you raced for. You got it, buddy. We'll talk to you after this message.
Here's our special announcement brought to you by McConey Setup Shop.
Hey everyone,
Alright,
Jeff
there we
McConey,
go.
founder and president of the McConey Setup Shop here.
Have a
First
little
of all,
technical difficulty, guys.
congratulations
So
to
give me 1 second here.
Oh,
Hey
yeah,
everyone,
the
Jeff
technical
McConey, founder and
Wouldn't be a
president of the McConey
broadcast
Setup
without
Shop here.
technical
First
difficulties.
of all,
This is just
congratulations to the race
building
winner.
Building
I'm sure it
suspense.
was a
I was
hard-fought
all
race.
ready
If
beforehand.
you're going in, the winner
I'll
of
get
tonight's
this back
race now
over.
has an open offer from McConey
I
Setup
think I know
Shop
what I need to
for
do.
full
I just gotta-
sponsorship, access all of our
while
setup.
he's
We
doing
got our
that,
league fees,
Jeff
paint
McConey
schemes, and you get to be a part of our
checking
awesome
in with
community.
great
And
work,
be teammates with
Ryan,
people like
as
Brian
Ryan's
Pratt,
gonna be the
Donovan
newest
Strauss, Jimmy Mullet,
McConey
Zach
Setup
Novak,
Shop
Taylor Hurst,
driver.
Anthony Alfredo, all these amazing
Let's
people in the
see
virtual
if,
and real race
Dustin's
community,
got this
plus a
going.
whole bunch of others. So,
Um,
to the race winner, congratulations,
no.
great work
I'm
out
watching
there.
it in real
I
time.
also
up on the
wanted
monitor,
to
and
say,
we're watching
the
Andrew
top
Bisnet
3
roll around
points
here. Ryan
finishers. You had
Shelton
an
burning
amazing
it
season, all
down.
of you.
He knows
So I
what he's
want
got
to
in
make
his
an
back
offer
pocket.
to each and every one of you if you finish
Andrew
top
Bisnet
3
just trying to
in
get
the
some
points
playtime, I
at
think,
the end
pulling
of
up
the
there on
series.
camera.
Dustin,
You've
are
also
you-
got an
are
offer
you-
for
are you
sponsorship
with
from
us?
Yeah,
McConey Setup
give me
Shop.
1 second here. I think I got it figured out.
Hey everyone,
got you,
Jeff
buddy. Big
McConey,
announcement
founder and
time.
president
There we
of
go.
the McConey Setup Shop here. First of all, congratulations to the race winner tonight. I'm sure it was a hard-fought race, and as you knew going in, the winner
Roll
of
that
tonight's race
beautiful
now has an
announcement
open offer from McConey Setup Shop for
Sound
full
is playing
sponsorship,
on.
access all of our setups. We
no,
help out with
no,
league
no,
fees,
no.
paint schemes, and you get to be a part of our awesome community and be teammates with people like Brian
Here it
Pratt,
comes.
Donovan Strauss, Jimmy Mullet, Zach Novak, Taylor Hurst, Anthony Alfredo, all these amazing people in the virtual and real racing community, plus a whole bunch of others. So, to the race winner, congratulations, great work out there. I also wanted to say the top 3 points finishers. You had an amazing season, all of you. So I want to make an offer to each and every one of you. If you finish top 3 in the points at the end of this series, you've also got an offer for sponsorship from McConey Setup Shop. Congratulations on a season well run. I hope you'll take me up on it and you'll carry my logo on your cars. It's a great community. We do as much as we possibly can. Thank you so much to the whole crew over at TDR, Andy, everyone there. They do amazing work. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. So, tonight's race winner and the top 3 in championship points all have an open offer for sponsorship from McConey Setup Shop. Congratulations on a season well run to all of you. Congratulations on the race well run tonight. Thank you for your service and for everything. Good luck in your future seasons, and we hope to see you guys out there again soon. If you are one of those lucky 4 down that can get a sponsorship from us, shoot me a message, and I hope you take me up on it. If you're not one, you still want to apply, go to www.mcconeysetupshop.com/MSS application. But congratulations, you guys. Thank you again for your service to all of you. Congratulations on a season well run, and hopefully I'll see you with my logo on your car soon. Great work.
So congratulations, Ryan, on your victory tonight and becoming a sponsor for Maconi Setup Shop.
Yeah,
That's huge.
absolutely. And you guys heard it there. Jeff McConey has made an offer to these drivers. This is official stuff. They have to accept the offer. So Ryan Shelton is race winner. Do you accept the offer to join Team McConey?
Yeah, I can definitely do that for sure.
Well, congratulations. Not only were you the top-notch driver in general and so helpful to so many in TDR,
That's the big
that
thing.
you are now part of one of the top teams in iRacing. Thanks to Jeff McConey. And
Oh,
how's that make you
absolutely.
feel, buddy?
Yeah, I mean it's something cool. I mean, I've been a part of something like this a long time ago, back when I raced the V8 supercars, and um, it's definitely cool to get back into it.
Are you excited to get out there and start running the officials?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to start running a little bit more. Maybe some open races now.
Yeah, absolutely. And here's a question that I don't think anyone else has thought of. How do you feel answering questions over in McConey Setup Shop's Discord as well now?
Oh God, it'll be the same answers I have here.
Yeah,
Drive fast, don't wreck.
no doubt. But
You are full of knowledge. You are so many. Like you just look at you look at the vet league that we have here, and although we've lost some drivers over the season, um, you have
It
helped
happens.
so many, like Chuck McDonald and Robert Cochran. You've helped them so much to gain so much speed. I mean, we go out there on a weekly basis and face Chuck now, and he's a contender, and it's
Yeah.
thanks to you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the biggest things I like. I like to see that, and I've said it a few times on here. Is I would rather have everybody else be as fast as me than slow me down and be as slow as everybody else. So
Yep.
if we can get everybody fast, on every track, then it makes everything better for everybody. It makes the racing better. It makes the broadcast better because you'll have more battles going on, and it makes the racing better in general because everybody, up front, you have different winners every week. As much as I like to win, I really would love to see somebody like a Cochran or uh, get his first win, or somebody like Jay get his first win. I want to see that. That
Absolutely.
would mean way more than me winning another race.
Yeah, I can speak
We
firsthand.
got out in the
Competitors
chat.
want to compete.
Mhm.
Competitors want to compete.
I want
Yes.
to compete against somebody.
We have out in the chat a bunch of people saying, congrats, Ryan, but your new virtual boss also said, congratulations, Ryan. You have anything to say to Jeff at this point?
Well, I'm here to win more races. That's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you've proven yourself to be class of the field here. That what we put on at Back Sports with this veterans only and first responders league. But you're class of the field in other places too. You have a lot of experience, you bring a lot of speed to it. I think you're going to be a great fit with the Maconi team, and I see that being a long-term relationship as well.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the plan, just as long as they're willing to help, I'm willing to help them help others. And that's
Right,
sort of
Absolutely.
how
Ryan.
we go.
Ryan, you had one heck of a race tonight. You brought it home first. I mean, that strategy that you had put you well in advance. Even that little bit of issue that you had at the end. Everybody was experiencing a little bit of looseness. Is that what you experienced? Did when you tapped the wall, or were you like tight? I
Yeah.
mean, what was that about?
I mean, I don't know what it was that last stint. Just something about it. I guess the track cooled down and we had a lot more front grip than we had been used to the first two stints. So the car got really loose, and so I definitely lost off four once. Went through the grass, did some lawn mowing, but I don't know. Going up, I was first two stage or stints stages. First two stints, I could run it right next to the wall, no problem. I think just between fatigue and because I mean it's 11 o'clock here, uh, and that worked. So, just between fatigue and the car feeling different, and so overall, just I don't know that last stint started feeling a bit off. So, but I mean, we came home with the win. That's all that really matters.
Right, and
Well,
congratulations! You had 7 wins on the season. You picked up the Marconi Setup Shop sponsorship going
well
into it. I
deserved.
mean, and that was one, and Marconi actually, that if anybody deserved it, and one heck of a driver, it is you, Ryan. Um, so much deserved. Class of the field all season long with these vets and first responders. So congratulations from me personally. I know you worked with me, so now with Marconi Setup Shops, I'm gonna have to work harder now.
Yeah, yeah,
Congratulations, Ryan.
yeah. You're
Hey,
definitely gonna have to work
great
harder.
season. You gotta go after the championship now
Yeah.
next season.
Well,
Yep, season 6, baby.
well,
2 weeks.
this will be the first full season that from start to finish I'll be on day shift. So no more night shifts, no more missing races.
I
So
know. And that was a we kept trying to get him in the DDR Pudge series, and he kept running nights on me, and I'm like, well,
yep. So
well,
now
congratulations, man.
Absolutely.
Great season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
congrats on the
we'll
win,
get you
guys.
back with your drivers because we got 3 other drivers to surprise here. You can watch back
Absolutely.
and figure out what we're talking about. I do have one final request though before we go. You have to change your Discord image from Kyle Busch to Anthony Alfredo now. That's in the paperwork, I'm sure somewhere.
that
He is
Kyle
now your
Busch face.
teammate. Yes,
Well,
Anthony Alfredo's now your teammate, so
your teammate.
we need to get rid of JGR, kick him out.
well, here's the reason why I have that is because it's such a classic moment, and it's like the Kyle Busch face.
Right,
It
but
is. It is
we're
him
we're
after
no
Atlanta.
longer
With
Kyle Busch facing over here.
oh
Fast
well,
Fasta.
I'm not a Kyle Busch fan. I can tell you that.
Nobody is.
You,
Not even Kyle Busch
now
fans.
you now have to support your teammate of Anthony. So
Right. So
All right. Well, that's it, buddy.
alrighty.
We'll let you get back to your brothers over there, our heroes at home and abroad that have now completed
And-
season 5. We got to have 3 of them
we
that
will
are going
have
to
to
get some
get
big news.
our champion in here and let him know what he won as well.
All right, I got the
other
top
2.
3 in points with Ethan Thompson taking home the championship with 569, 3 wins on the season. Devin
Yep.
Zimmerman brings it home second with 531 points with 4 wins on the season. And our third and final recipient and bringing home third in point is Andrew Bisnet at 527. So there are your top 3 in points. Ryan Shelton brings it home fourth.
So we have to talk to our champion, and then we can bring in the
Yeah, absolutely.
number 2 and 3 together. But we got to get our champion in here alone. Let him know. Not only did he win the B&B Raps Award, but he's won something special as well. So
Yeah.
let's come in here and talk to him.
Ethan,
Absolutely.
points champion. He is taking home the trophy board awarded by B&B Raps now 5 seasons in a row. We'll see him again for season 6. I'm sure Ethan, Tommy up in the booth, you got a read on us, buddy?
I got you. You guys got me?
We got you,
Ethan,
buddy.
Ethan, congratulations on the championship, sir. But you also have a new boss now.
Potentially. There's an offer on the table.
Yes.
Is that right?
Would you like to hear the
You
offer?
are now offered as the champion of the TDR Veterans League a sponsorship with Marconi Setup Shops.
Oh wow,
Do
that's
you-
awesome.
Do you accept?
Yeah.
Awesome. You are now part of the big team with Ryan Shelton and Anthony Fast Pasta Alfredo.
Yep. Get you represented right. It's time to shine. And you get the trophy board from B&B Raps. Have you seen one of these yet?
I have not.
Okay, so they look cool. If you look back through our social media, we've posted pictures of past winners that win them. He will go live when he prints, and we'll make sure you get a link so you can watch your trophy being made.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool stuff he does over there. Great design work, too. He's looking forward to working on the design for this as soon as we send him your name.
Big congratulations on the championship, man. It took
Yeah.
all season to get there, right? And it's not easy to win this league, especially because there's so many good drivers. It's such a tight knit group that you guys all talk and you guys all talk about what makes you fast and whatever. So congratulations on the championship. It's well deserved.
I definitely appreciate it. I think it was just a matter of, I ran. I feel like I ran pretty well and consistent throughout, the entirety of the season. And I don't want to, discredit myself any at all, but I definitely want to shout out Ryan and Devin, just because of how good they were, and if it hadn't been for things in life that we all have to deal with, then you know the outcome definitely could have been different. Like I said, not trying to discredit myself, but I'm also wanting to give them credit for how well they did.
Nothing wrong with being humble, man. But the spotlight's on you right now. So like, running a whole season with this tough caliber, what do you think your key to success is? Going through the whole season and trying to capture all those points. Well, what's the one tip you could give guys that are gonna start season 6 or go start a new league?
I would say, as far as the upcoming season, um, you've got to find what it takes to be fast while saving tires. That is the absolute biggest key to being fast. And if you want to be fast in this league, and pretty much any league, in all honesty, if you're going to compete at a high level, guy Ryan and Devin specifically they're just so stinking good at finding ways to stay fast and save tires, where other guys, they might be decent at saving tires, but they may not be able to run as fast and do that at the same time.
Absolutely. Ethan,
That fine line.
congratulations with that Thompson Drone Works, bringing it home. You brought home the championship. 3 wins on the season. Your average start was 4th, but your average finish was 2nd, and you didn't drop a race. So you're only second to uh, Ryan Shelton, who had 7 wins. To second average start was 2nd, and an average finish of 2nd. So with no dropped races, Matt, kind of led to it, but you were nipping at the heels last year, chasing down Causey and Zimmerman when Zimmerman got the championship. This time it was your time to shine. Man, you ought to be reveling in this. And then you got the McConey setup shop sponsorship on the line, and you picked that up. So, man, congratulations on an excellent season. Coming out here, putting on a show week after week. I mean, come on now, give us a little bit more excitement, buddy. You just won a championship over a heck of a field. Heck of a
Thanks.
field.
No, thanks. No, I definitely appreciate it. I think it is just a matter of, as much as I do appreciate it. I had just a very frustrating night tonight, so obviously my emotions are a little
Mixed.
they're a little mixed. They're a little mixed right now. So
Dude, you are part of the biggest thing going in iRacing right now, and moving into the NASCAR world. There's gotta be something on there that is gonna fire you up being a part of that.
oh no, that it really is like really cool. I mean, as much as you see McConey's name like all over the place. I mean, like you said,
Just
we've been talking
everywhere.
about, yeah. So I mean, like to think that to like even be, you know, thinking that to think that I'm decent enough, to be associated is pretty awesome.
So,
Yeah.
so with that said, do you have any words? Because I know he's out there listening to your new virtual boss.
All right. So one thing I can say is that um, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Looking forward to working with a good group of guys that we can all get better from each other. Um, and that way, we can build a group that is extremely fast, that's able to help others, and make ourselves better, make each other better, use that to help just about everybody. Because I mean, obviously that's what McConey does. I mean, he's making setups that help the iRacing community. So if that that's something that we can work together to be able to help everybody.
So
Yeah,
one last thing, and I know Tommy, you want to jump in here, and I'll give you the last word. But so he is looking to build, and talking with Jeff today, looking to build a great vet and first responder kind of wing of the team. And right now, as the champion, you're kind of the leader of that right now. So how does that make you feel being kind of a quasi leader under the Maconi brand?
Um, I definitely, I definitely like. I'm trying to want to word this the right way.
We got
I d-
time.
We got time. It's championship night, baby.
This is your night. You just won the championship. You got all the time you need, bud.
Absolutely.
no, I guess if you want to say that's an honor to be able to help build the veteran first responder side of it. Um, I can look at it from a couple different ways as far as obviously all the great appreciation that TDR and now Maconi putting towards vets and first responders, and I even look at it as from my perspective in my situation and how I drive. Um, you know, vets, first responders that could be out there that um, could have been injured in duty or things of that nature, and may have trouble with a setup as far as a physical setup on how they can participate in something like this. And you look at the my setup, and it's just that's the great thing with iRacing and computers nowadays. There's always a way to try to make something work,
Yep.
and that's just something that I feel like I can bring to the group to be able to help others that maybe like, man, I just don't know how I can get into iRacing because I don't have I'm so limited in my physical abilities, but there's so many different options out there to be able to overcome that kind of stuff.
Yeah, especially nowadays with 3D printing, the technology, it's very affordable. Not just in the veteran community, we actually helped a first responder. I think in 2021 with some hand controls, he was paralyzed in a car accident. So it's easy to get into it if you have the resources. And what we've tried to do here is provide the resources. And Ethan, I think you're an excellent example of what can be done, an excellent example of overcoming adversity, and an excellent example of a champion. You're
Yes,
getting a trophy board, brother.
definitely. And that's, and we think of handicapped, but it's handy Ken. And you've proven that. And you're such an inspiration to everybody out there. We couldn't ask for a better champion. I mean, the way you race, you wouldn't even know it. I mean, you really wouldn't know it. You put everybody to shame week in, week out. I mean, I've raced against you and I can't even keep up with you. And you know what? There ain't nothing wrong with me but my head. And what's in between the 6 inches in my head is the only handicap that I have. And I think that's more of a handicap than what you have. So, I mean, really, that is something that how can you argue with that? You come out here, you competed against Devin Zimmerman, last year's champion, hands down, beat him by 30 points. You held off Ryan Shelton there at the end to get the champion. I mean, and he has been on fire. Last year, you kept up with Causey and Devin Zimmerman, and you can't. I mean, so this isn't just something that you're building on. It just all of a sudden just happened. This is something that has been going on week after week, season after season. I mean, we couldn't think of a more deserving champion than he would be up there. And the fighting over last year's champion to maintain that win, I mean, that's a testament to you. That's a testament to everybody out there in TDR,
Yep.
but especially to you and your consistency to stay out there, come out every week, never give up. That never give up attitude is what got you this championship. And I think that is what the inspiration with you is. And I would love for Andy to make it say, never give up. That's what your motto should be. Never give up.
Yep.
Because I'm telling you what, Ethan, you are such an inspiration to everybody. And we can't thank you enough for your service, for everything that you do. I know you're a humble guy. Very, very humble, as most of these guys are out there. I think we're more excited in the booth for it, your championship, than you are. But I'll tell you what, you deserve it. And watching you do it, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better season. The Daytona race was absolutely incredible with you and Valsburg and everybody. I mean, so it's not like you just fell into your lap. You've earned it. And that's something you can take out of this being very proud. Yeah, you might have had a tough night tonight, but believe me, that's going to make you stronger. You guys are used to being tough, being first responders, veterans, putting your lives on the line. So you can maintain that head. Yeah, you may be a little down, but I guarantee you're going to come out on fire next season, and you're going to put these guys to shame. And now with Maconi setup shops under you, you're just only going to get that much better. and nobody can
And
ask for
Ethan.
anything more.
Ethan, before we let you go, we got two guys in in-car waiting that are unaware of what they're also getting. Your two teammates of Biznett and Zimmerman will also be offered McConey Setup Shop sponsorships for being top 3 in the season. So what do you think about your teammates?
So now that you bring that up, because that was something I was going to mention too, is that with now that this has been my second season, I know that I've gotten a lot better since from the beginning of the first season into the end of this season, and a lot of that is because of one, just obviously track time, but then two, guys like Ryan, Devin, Andrew, and then being able to continue working with them.
Yep.
It's just that
On a much deeper level.
exactly. That's just gonna, the four of us grow and get that much better. So it's like we already have a good rapport, the four of us together, and the fact that we can continue to build off of that is going to be
It's gonna be awesome.
it's going to be a
Do
lot of
you
fun.
want to? I guess. Do you want to hang in the booth while we drop the bomb on them?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Let's bring them up here.
All right.
I'm gonna mute your in car there, Ethan, and I'm gonna bring the next one in, and we'll talk to him.
You got to hope that they're not
Bring
listening
them
to all
both
this,
in.
right?
You got to bring them both in, Tommy.
Yeah, they're probably
See,
listening on the
right.
broadcast.
So
Well,
they might be listening to all this. You had to make sure
Oh dang, we done spoiled it.
Just bring them in here.
Bring him in.
Bring them in here.
Bring him
Might
in.
as well bring him in. Andy,
Hey,
Devin,
guys.
Tommy up in the booth. You got to read on the whole crowd up here. We got Ethan with us as well, your season champ.
Hello.
Hey guys.
So and congratulations to obviously Ethan for winning the championship, but Andrew Biznett and Devin Zimmerman coming in second and third and grabbing trophies out of that. I don't know if you guys have been listening, but there's an offer out there for you. Are you aware?
Have you been listening? Don't make us do the whole thing if you already know.
Oh, I can't run it while I'm racing or my computer will bog down, so I do not know.
I'm thinking Biznett might. He's been probably watching.
Yeah.
I heard a little bit of it.
All right.
He listens to us to
So
remind
Andy,
him
chime
of
in.
his strategy.
I will drop the bomb since me and our special guest tonight are have worked on this, and really this was his idea, not mine. Devin, Andrew, you are both offered a full sponsorship by McConey Setup Shops. Should you accept?
The real deal, part of the team, not just like access to the website, but real deal sponsorship.
That's pretty cool. I do accept. I love everything that McConey does, and he does so much, not just for for TDR, but and for the folks who do the setups, but everything for iRacing, and that is absolutely amazing.
Now let's hear from the guy that already has 16,000 sponsors.
Can you take on one more?
Can you
man?
fit that in your car?
Do you have room for that logo?
I think we can fit it on there.
Oh, boy.
No, it's a privilege to be offered that from McConey. So I'll take it. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can get better and maybe not let Ryan escape like he did tonight.
You
Yes.
guys are now a part of the team along with Ethan for winning the championship, as well as Ryan for winning the race tonight. You four are now part of the McConey Setup Shop team that includes Anthony Alfredo, NASCAR driver,
And
How's that
countless
make you guys
others.
feel?
Wow.
That's awesome. I like that.
Congratulations,
That's
guys.
totally cool. Thank you very much to
Yeah,
Mr.
appreciate
McConey. That is super awesome.
So Andy has asked this of the other two guys, and then we got you two guys in here to bring you in on a little bit about what you'll be doing with McConey moving forward. How do you feel about your new boss? He's out there listening. Devin, you got anything to say to Jeff?
Yeah, you got any words for your new virtual boss there, Devin?
Yeah, he just give me some pointers, make me better. I'm always trying to improve, especially getting a handle on this new car. I think I
Man, you're pretty
raced.
fast. How many pointers you need?
Trying to improve.
Well, hey, I lost by 14 seconds tonight, so
Well,
I think there's somewhere I can improve.
I think his spot of improvement is maybe hitting his pit box, right, Devin?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
that
wasn't
had
gonna
a
bring it
little
up.
bit. That had a little bit to do with it.
Just not trying to knock you down and all that, but we did see that up here, and might have went sliding a little bit.
I didn't mean to interrupt. What else you got to say to your virtual boss there?
Just thanks for the opportunity. It's really awesome to be part of this league, TDR, Tyler Daniels Racing. It's awesome, and I want to do a lot more and get involved more with open setups. I have no clue how to do open setups.
You now
so-
have the top notch
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
about to.
available to you for all the open official races, and that is McConey Setup Shop is available to you, Devin.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome to learn that and get better on that side of the house and not run full fixed anymore. That's kind of what I've been doing, and I can kind of feel what the car needs more of, and if it's loose or tight, and just knowing what to do to fix those problems is going to be kind of what I want to learn. But
Well,
I
you got
greatly
some
appreciate
you got some banging teammates that are
Yeah, you do.
really gonna help you out through this. And I'll throw it off to Mr. Namesake up there, Biznett.
Yep.
You got anything to say to your new virtual boss?
This is super awesome. You know, I started actually uh, doing some of the. I think I have the all asphalt subscription with McConey just because I wanted to start kind of following along with my progression in iRacing in general. You know, doing more open series. You know, just learning what it takes to get that, you know, those extra little bit out of the car. Um, and you know, going with a setup that for me it helped me so much. You know, I run the right now the Class C Open series, and you know, you get long races with the trucks there. You need to do something more than just ride around with what the sim gives you, and knowing that there's literally world class drivers in both iRacing and in real world that are there to help give feedback and to give advice on that. That's just super amazing, and I'm really looking forward to what this is going to do. It's gonna, and you know, knowing the guys from TDR here, you know, we're going to we lean on each other a lot, sometimes literally in the race, but also, you know, with you know little tips here and there in the race to help each other out. And I've learned something from everybody in TDR, not just not just the guys running from the wins every, but you know, it doesn't matter where you're racing, you can be a help, you know, and seeing what the folks I've driven some of these um, the official races and seeing what the people um, with the McConey sponsorship, what their cars do, and you know, they're usually way ahead of me, so I always wondered why, and now I get to learn from some amazing drivers and drive alongside some as well, and I'm excited to see where this is going to go.
Yeah, I'm excited too. My thing, the McConey team. I mean, he's got a fabulous thing over there, bridging the gap between real life racing and iRacing. Their media team is awesome. I can't wait to see their post with your names on it.
Oh boy, that's gonna be something. I'm very excited about this. I know I don't sound it because I've been up. I had a long day and a long weekend, but you know,
And a
once this
long
ball's done,
race.
yeah, you know, this was a long race, and you know, I think the thing that really made this race even longer is it went caution free. That was quite impressive. That's just a testament to all the drivers that we have here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. You guys put on a show. You had one heck of a season to bring it down, to bring it home. And first, second, third, both Ethan, Devin, and Andrew. Andrew, you've been steadily in the top five all season. So but you've been, something would happen. You were there to challenge all season long and to inherit what you inherited mid-season. Kind of a tough little transition there. But to pull out what you did, to get out what you got out of it, I mean, this has got to make the effort that you put into it, both you, Devin, last year's winner, Ryan, you guys put on one heck of a show every Monday, and we all enjoy it up here in the booth. But your thoughts, I mean, you've inherited this great thing, and now it's even getting better, and you're going to get better. And we can't wait to see it next year. Are there any thoughts going forward? And we thank you for everybody for their service out there, and thank you for everything that
Absolutely.
you do.
And the
This is
show
why
every
we do
week.
it, and the show. But is there anything going forward? And we thank you too for stepping up. I mean, that was big shoes to fill, to
Sure.
take over, and you're doing a tremendous job. And
Yeah,
I
you are.
couldn't think of anybody to do who deserves it better than you, Andy. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But is there anything that you see in the future in season 6 that can make these things a little bit more together, or longer races? Maybe some. What's your thoughts going into next season?
Longer races, holy.
Well,
That's meant
Tonight-
for the
tonight definitely proved
podcast, that word, but oh my God,
Tonight definitely proved
159
that
laps.
some long races are it's possible.
Who decided that one?
That one that goes to the previous administrator of said races. I will pass that off to them for this season. But some ideas that have been tossed out. I know that we did. I think it might have been the Tuesday Trucking Series is finding a way to do maybe some stage racing. Get some extra points in there. Race lengths, varying. I'm gonna have to talk with. I believe it was Jim who set up a lot of these races. Jim Downham.
I think we could go a little longer. I could stay up a little later.
I wouldn't hate, especially since the.
Dude, I have to do a podcast before these.
The
Okay.
fact that we have such high caliber racers.
So did Dustin.
Bottom, too.
Dustin's gonna be dead by now. By the end of these.
He's already dead. That's why he's on camera duty.
Yep. True story.
But the fact that we just proved tonight that even if we don't go quite this long percentage wise in a race, we can go a long race without a caution. And the races can the fact that this race
Absolutely.
quote unquote only went an hour and 20 something minutes is really we're not you can't do that every week because if you run a 300 lap race at Bristol, people are going to get tired pretty quick.
We
But,
should add up all the green flag laps for this season because I guarantee we beat like NASCAR
Oh, I'm
for consecutive
very
that's
well,
pretty easy.
I think we beat everybody on iRacing and in real life.
Anybody watch the last 2 NASCAR races? You beat them in the last 2 NASCAR races.
Well, those don't count. The last one was for the fans.
That's true.
Hell, I thought they were running officials.
But
Right.
we have we do have, like I said last week, we have a good season schedule set up, and that'll be going out very shortly. Everyone to now that the season's over. But we come back on June 6th, Monday, June 6th. We're starting at Charlotte in the night. We're gonna start under the lights there. We're gonna hit Dover, Daytona, Vegas. Then we're going to Nashville Fairgrounds. We have not gone there yet in this series, at least in the past couple seasons.
It's a fun track.
Phoenix, Pocono. We're going to Sonoma instead of Watkins Glen this year. I know Watkins Glen is a very fan-friendly track, but we got to mix it up a little bit. And TDR in general, I haven't seen going to Sonoma a whole lot, so that was suggested. I'm all for something new.
I'm a big fan of Sonoma. Clint Boyer got a win there.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
The following week we go to Kansas. We haven't been there in a couple seasons as well. Martinsville, Indianapolis. We're going to go to the Oval, the entire track. And then we're going to finish the season with 3 very different tracks. We're going to go to Richmond, Talladega, then Michigan. So
Whoa.
Rough.
we got a little bit of
Michigan.
everything coming up.
You got me
You'll,
at
uh,
Talladega.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and bring the other drivers in here since it's the season finale, and obviously we're going to run the broadcast a little late just to catch up and chat. So I got Walter, and I've got Hunt with us as well. You guys got a read on us?
Yep.
Big happy booth up here tonight. Look at all these drivers.
Absolutely.
And I just wish the cameraman could somehow make it happen that on championship night
For those of you in YouTube land, Andy is slapping this big fat
We-
wrestling belt he has
we
over his
show-
shoulder.
we show the championship belt because TDR is the champions of the world.
The audio makes way more sense with the video, Dustin. I don't know if you can get that up there. Andy, you got to put
Little
the shades
challenge
back
right
on.
now.
Yeah, right.
You look way cooler with the
Oh, I
shades.
need the shades. No
You need
blue
a little
eyes.
challenge right now.
No blue eyes. I need the shades
Yeah.
like the like
Your
the
piercing,
podcast, right?
your piercing
Like,
blue steel stare is too much for us.
yeah.
Andy,
Bam!
are we staying on Monday nights next season, or are we switching nights? What was discussed there?
No, I understand that we're staying. Oh, it's wrong, Andy.
Oh, to me, yeah. Sorry. We are staying right here Monday nights, 8 p.m. Same same principle. You know, half hour. Get a half hour practice to get in, and get a good qualifying running, and then hit the ground running once the green flag drops.
All
Heck
right, there
yeah.
you go. So right here, back here, folks. Like I said, a heck of a night, heck of
Champion
a
night.
season. Vets, first responders. Thank you very much. On the week before, let me get this right. Memorial Day. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is one of the seasons where you want to go back and rewatch again. If you do one a night, you'll be able to see where everybody stands going into next season. Ethan Thompson, I mean, champion, heck of a run all season long. Devin Zimmerman, kind of snuck the back door in there by a start and park there 1 week, so that might have changed up the points just a little bit. But any thoughts on that, Devin? Next season, are you going to be here as far as you know, full season? No changes there.
Yeah, with a
I'm
whole new
definitely.
sponsor.
Yeah, hey, do new sponsor, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to
Are you
be
gonna
there the whole
fit
season.
that sponsor on that car?
Yeah, I will
And
definitely
in your post race talk.
Pretty
Yep.
sure it was an offer he accepted and it's required. So
Yep, yep. I'll be able to get it on there. I'm pretty sure. No, I just was it? I had the honey press car tonight. I know you guys kind of like that the honeycomb car. I didn't. It
it's
wasn't
my
able to.
favorite paint scheme by
I
far.
was
Well,
able
you're gonna
to.
have to get a little black and yellow
Right?
Yeah.
on that thing,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So,
I'll get the honeycombs going again for this next gen.
Maconi comb.
I'm gonna have to.
There you go.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
have to
patent
get
that, but
some.
you can use it.
Hey, Ryan,
what's that,
we don't really see
Ethan?
much of you from Ryan Walter. Are you out there, bud?
Yeah.
Now I know
Welcome
you
back,
had
Ryan.
yeah, I know you had surgery that had taken you out for a little bit after a 6-month hiatus. You came back. You looked pretty strong there in the early going. You had a good run going early. Did the knee give out, or was it just that you're just still learning these next gen cars? How'd your night go, bud?
I'm still learning these next gen cars, but I'll be definitely ready for the next season, and I'm coming for it. I'm gonna try to get up there and win my first championship.
And so we spoke about Ryan early
Yeah, we
in
did.
the race, right? Because he was a champion of a big race, right? And we've talked about back charities and what back charities does, but he was the winner of the
Teddy Bear.
teddy bear race.
Which can be seen right here at Back Sports. So if you go back and watch Teddy Bear Race, you can watch Ryan Walter win his, and I believe that's your first win, is it not, with TDR?
That was my first win ever.
Ever. So there you go.
Ever.
Right here at
And-
TDR,
and
so
bigger.
another first time winner.
Yeah, look at that. You join TDR. You join TDR, and it is possible to join TDR and have your first win ever get you a trophy. Now, I've never seen a picture of the trophy you received.
Sorry, I have it. I have it right on my nightstand.
It's the ADD.
I don't want anybody thinking Andy doesn't send his trophies because he got his trophy.
And Devin
have-
has his actually displayed his last year's championship for that, I believe, right, Devin? Is that not
Yeah.
on?
Yep.
That's on your website.
Sitting right here beside me, up on the wall. Yeah,
There you-
definitely got it. Sitting right here, the season 4 champion, and yeah,
Yeah.
sitting
Hey.
right beside me.
So
Former season champion.
Bradley Hunt and Mr. Mickey. I don't want to hear from Mickey. I want to hear from Brad.
Mickey's overrated.
This has been a awesome veterans. This has been an awesome veteran season with some awesome surprises at the end. Just being a part of this. How's that make you feel, buddy?
That feels pretty good. I mean, coming into TDR and joining with first, I started with Gas and Go. Then I found out that y'all did the Vets and First Responders League. Those were two of the ones that I wanted to join right away. And then, once I heard IndyCar was getting started, I was like, huh, that seems fun. let's go try it. And come to find out, I think I'm third in points with the Indy car. So
And now you're a leader within TDR as well.
yeah, thanks to you and the admins that had voted us in.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. It's not really a vote. It's more like a who's active in the community, who's helping, and who can be useful. And you fit that role for us. So thank you again for stepping up and helping us do everything we do here. Because a lot of people don't know how much work goes on behind the scenes, and it's a lot.
Brad sees it now, right?
Yeah, I see it now. Oh, hang on. I got somebody that wants to talk real quick. He heard his name. He felt disrespected. Hang on.
Excuse me. Bo here said that I was overrated. That is preposterous. I am offended.
And that's not TDR friendly, is it, Mickey? Mickey's joined us in the booth for a broadcaster too. So yeah, so absolutely.
It was Andy.
It was
said
Andy.
it.
We'll point him out.
Yeah. We just don't care about
Not
Mickey
Biznet,
anyway.
the other Andy, Andy Shane.
Oh well, I'm sitting. You know what? I don't care what anybody says about me right now because I am sitting here with the
Belt.
TDR championship belt.
All right, now that I have all the drivers up here, a couple of the admins up here, how excited are you for season 6, knowing what you see now? Is Ryan still here, or did Shelton get off?
Oh,
Ryan is gone.
Shelton
Oh,
took
yeah.
Walter.
We have
Okay.
everybody in here right now. That's here.
Okay, so going forward, Andrew Bisnet gave a rundown of next year's what the series looks like, the schedule and stuff like that. And then watching the season that you guys just battled it out, and one heck of a battle. And it was fun, really fun to watch up here in the booth.
Yeah, it was.
What are your thoughts going into it next season, Devin?
Better than this season. Finish one place better at the end of the season. There we go.
Brad, what's your thoughts on it?
Oh, for me, I want to start off strong. Try to finish up there towards the top with those guys, and just get better as the season starts and progresses.
Yeah, you showed a lot of speed the last few races, man. You were really getting up there.
Yeah, so one of my main goals is at least to get towards the top 5 at least.
Oh, with these guys, I don't see there's any. Everybody helps out. I know that for a fact that everybody helps you out.
I just wanna I just want to give everybody a because I gotta plug my boy and he's really taking care of our guys. I have since the race has ended, I have introduced all our new Maconi setup shop sponsored drivers to Jeff. And Jeff has graciously responded to them just fantastically and I see all our drivers right now, Biznet, Zimmerman, Thompson, Shelton, as being huge representatives of Maconi setup shops and TDR going forward. And I can't wait to see what all of them do, not only in the iRacing world, but this leads to something if you ever want to get there, and Jeff is going there, right? So just because they're iRacers doesn't mean they're not going to be iRacing now with the top people, in not only in iRacing, but they're going to be iRacing with some of the top people with NASCAR, and it's just phenomenal to see. And my heart was really felt when I saw some of these responses to our guys from Jeff tonight. So
Yep.
it's just
Absolutely. And to your point, guys with big hearts
phenomenal.
too. Guys that teach, guys that help each other every night, guys with big hearts go into this team to be leaders in a way. They're going to be part of this whole new faction of the Maconi team where they have some veterans involved and help build this league up and get some more drivers on track so we can further the outreach not just within the community but also in the real world, helping these veterans with PTSD treatments, with the non-toxic community to come and just be with their brothers if they need to be. That's the real winner here is It's not us or the guys tonight. It's the guys out there in the real world that we get to reach and help.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It's so awesome to just see Jeff respond to these guys when I introduce them. Just telling them what a phenomenal job they did this season, and it's just because you think he's tuning in tonight doesn't mean he hasn't tuned in all season. And this wasn't a work that was going on all season. So he's got his eyes and he knows what's going on. So when he says something to somebody that like phenomenal season or great win tonight to Shelton, he means it. He watched it. He knows what you guys did this season. So just awesome.
That's what good team builders do. Ryan, Walter, season 6 coming up, man. What are your thoughts going into it? I know you were kind of a part timer this season due to some medical issues. Are you going to try to be around for all of season 6?
He wants to be a champion like this.
Yes.
For those of you not privy to the back end of the broadcast booth, Andy is flashing the TDR versus Puchanowski belt we won last season.
And I'm going blind.
He's very proud of that bad boy.
Yeah,
I'm
Ryan,
trying
what are you
to-
for?
I don't have time for losers anymore.
Nice.
I'm trying to get my third win, and also just trying to put together some good races. I got to work on my tire wear. I got stuff I got to work on, but that'll get better over time. And Ryan Shelton's helped me out a lot, and I have to give props to him. He was helping me out just coming back, trying to get used to the new car, especially the updates that even before when we raced the next gens, like last night, he was giving me tips and tricks how to work it better with the new updates and stuff that I wasn't used to.
I think we need to have a Maconi reality show where they try to make me a good driver.
There you go.
Because I believe in them, but I don't think they could do it.
It's impossible for you.
That's
Now,
not
what
what
are
you
you in
looking.
practice? No. You gonna be at the race? Yeah, I might be a little late.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you
Right.
guys find the secrets to saving tires, let me know, because I can save fuel the best of them. Tires, not so much, though.
I divulged some secrets for Dover last Wednesday.
There you go. See, and this is what we're talking about out there, everybody out there in YouTube land who hung out there. This is what goes on in behind the scenes. This is what these guys talk about, race in, race out. They help. You've heard it here. Andy Saban fueled Devin at Dover. I mean, Brad Hunt comes in, Ryan Shelton comes in and gives advice. He gave us a couple of shout outs, like Cochran and myself. He's been working really hard with us, trying to get us out there and winning. I raced with Devin actually at Dover, and he kicked my butt again. So
Yeah.
And this
wasn't
goes
hard
on
to
during
do,
the race
but-
too.
and during the
this
race,
isn't-
this is what goes on.
Like we were talking today, like when just before you guys pulled me in, we were talking about the tire wear from like the four of us that had already come in and comparing. We all kind of know who's racing, who runs what racing. Like Ethan can run up against the wall. He's like Kyle Larson. I'm the exact opposite. I prefer the bottom just because I like running down that. I'm not a fan of being near the wall. Even on super speedways, I hate being near the wall.
You're
But,
Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, pretty much. I like riding down low there. I like trying to find as much speed as I can down there. But I also know that with my driving style, I will, I go through my tires pretty quick. It just doesn't matter how much I'm clutching to
I love
try to
being a
save
winner.
fuel. I'm gonna be running through that right front pretty hard. So,
No.
we all learn that from each other too. Things to help and, I mean I wouldn't be finishing near the top 5 if I wasn't getting help from everyone. So that's. We're racing against each other, but we're racing for each other as well, and that's one big part of TDR.
Yeah,
It's a
normally.
non-toxic environment, so nobody's out there berating you. And I know a few guys are on the fence, and everybody's like, "Well, I can't race against these guys. I can never beat them. I can't do that." But the point is, you're out there and you're learning. It's if you mess up, somebody's going to not berate you and say, "What an idiot." You know what I mean? Like, what the heck are you doing? No, we're just the opposite. Hey, why don't you try backing off a little bit more, going into the turn? We help each other. You don't get what you normally get when you're racing the officials, and that's what brings TDR together. It's a non-toxic coming together, supporting each other. If somebody's having a bad day, somebody will go in and, you
Yeah.
have plenty of people to talk to. And so we're out there. That's what these guys do. There was 20 drivers that showed up this season, that from the start of the green flag to the end. 20 drivers did show up, and we're picking up more. There's another driver out there. Puppet Master just joined this evening, so he's going to be racing with you guys. So you did, guys, pick up another one. But this is something that you can pass on and share with these, share what goes on. Share the end of this broadcast. How much the end of the broadcast? You can actually hear the race winner. You can actually hear the season winner. And guys that are front and up front running, and they're talking right now and telling you what they do. And this is what goes on the back end. And that's why it's so important that we fill out these fields, because it's not only for us, it's not only for good entertainment, but it's, everybody's helping each other and everybody's having a good time. And it's just a sharing environment. TDR, non-toxic. That's what we're built on. We don't berate. We don't go after somebody. It's, you hit somebody, it's an accident. Hey, we don't come back after you. We don't yell at you after the race. We literally say, we make it frustrated. Don't get us wrong, but we're not going to come after you and say you're an idiot. You know what I mean? We're going to say, hey, what happened there? Maybe try and back off. I saw you were getting a little bit loose. Maybe back it off a little bit. Talk to Devin. He'll tell you exactly what line he's running. Okay, well, you're, instead of going low, go high. And that's the same thing with Andy, where we heard in the broadcast. He was telling you how to run this race and we were showing you how to do it. And that is what goes on across the board at TDR. And that's why everybody.
And Jay will be the first one to tell you, I have wrecked him too many times recently.
No, I'll be the first one to tell you who you wreck.
Recently, no, me and Andy have had a couple of run-ins, but it's not. They're racing incidents. I mean, just a small little thing, and
nobody's mad, right? Nobody.
I'm not mad at Andy. We're like best friends up here in the booth. I mean, I love Andy. I love what he does. I love everybody out there.
And we do tease. We develop relationships. We get friendly. Andy and I joke about wrecking each other all the time. We're both terrible, and we know it. It's that thing. It's that community, that element. What we're doing here right now. The whole reason I let the broadcast run long this evening, as professional broadcasters, normally we would have cut this off for the sake of being done with the show.
Right.
But we're leaving it open right now, so those of you that are still tuned in, still listening, can hear. This is what we do after the broadcast. After each race, we're hanging out, talking about the racing, just enjoying each other's company.
I won the championship belt. That's what we're doing.
Can I mention something real quick here?
Absolutely, man.
So,
open forum.
I had Paul Vosberg, who was a regular in our in the vets group.
He chimed in chat.
He sent me a message saying that for the announcers, the full-time announcer, that's Dustin, that's Jay, and for Tommy, he wants to send all of you, and he might send it through me just so I can help him on shipping. He wants to send each of you a shirt from his fire engine company for all the hard work that you guys have done.
Am I?
I'm sorry?
Hey, I may have missed a few races, but I'm part of the main group.
I mean, I you in there as well too, Andy. I got one coming to you as well,
y'all could kiss TDR goodbye if it wasn't for me. Jesus Christ.
We got one coming to you as well too, Andy. Trust me. But he definitely wanted to for those I mean, regardless of where it's coming from and which person, I mean, I will chime in and add to you. You guys do an amazing job. I make sure to watch the race every day on Tuesday when I get a chance to, just to see. I mean, also I get a different view of seeing where I screwed up half the time too. But you guys just do such a great job. And as one of the admins of the league in TDR, it's fun to race against you, but it's super fun to listen to you guys be able to dissect the races and what's going on. And so many props to all of you. So thank you very much as well.
Well, it's our pleasure. We don't have, we take time out of our Mondays to call you guys and to showcase you guys and to showcase the talent. And you guys put on one heck of a show. So we do this for our entertainment as well. And you guys put on one heck of a show. And we are more than happy to do it. Hands down. You guys done enough for us. This is our way of giving back, and we enjoy every single minute up here. So I can't thank you guys enough for everything that you do, and we do appreciate it. But like I say every week, it's our pleasure to watch you guys and to watch these races and call you guys out there. So
giving a little bit of our freedom back to you guys for giving it to us in the first place.
Thank you all for for racing tonight, thank you all for tuning in. It's been phenomenal season.
2 weeks, we
Jay,
get to do it all over again.
Jay, Dustin, you guys held it together. You guys did a phenomenal job up here in the booth. Andrew, the guys that are in the booth, Andrew Bisnet, Andy Bisnet. I can't call you Andy if I'm Andy. I'm sorry. Brad, Devin, Ethan, Tommy, and Ryan. You guys did a phenomenal job racing with us this season. It's been awesome watching you guys. Thank you to the McConey Setup Shops for what they did, and congratulations to Ryan, Andrew, Devin, and Ethan for gaining those McConey Setup Shop sponsorships tonight. You guys have no idea what kind of fraternity you're in now.
In like Flynn, the kids say.
Right?
It is awesome that you are a part of it. So happy that I can say that my TDR family is a part of that. Pretty badass. So congrats to you guys. But really, Jay and Dustin, you've done awesome. Tommy, when you haven't been sick or working,
it's getting better. I'm here today.
yeah, that you've done good. Good job. Ryan, thank you for coming back, man. We missed you. I'm so glad to see you back. That's all I got for this season, guys. I'm ready to sign this season off and off to next season in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tommy, if you want.
I was just gonna say thoughts and prayers with everyone through Memorial Day weekend. It's a time for us to relax and celebrate. Eat good food with family and do our barbecue thing. But Memorial Day is for a reason, so make sure you keep in your thoughts and prayers those that have lost someone in their family, those that made the ultimate sacrifice,
and that's
allowing us to
I
do
want
what we
to
do
touch on
here
that
every
'cause
week. So I'm sure you do. I just wanted to make sure we bring that up before we close out tonight.
we touched on that on the got it on the podcast, and we get to go out and have barbecues this upcoming weekend, and have a day off of work and do that kind of thing, not because of our sacrifice, but because of the sacrifice of others. And I personally have a hard time saying Happy Memorial Day.
I don't say happy. I just say Memorial Day. I don't know what I say.
Yeah, and it's a time to remember, and while you're out there drinking your beers and having your barbecues and that kind of thing, take a moment and reflect. Right?
Yep.
We
Have a moment.
we are here for our veterans who are still here with us today. None of them have we ever asked what they've been through or what they've done. But they've done stuff and seen brothers maybe not come home.
Yep.
And Memorial Day is about those brothers who didn't come home. So take a moment to reflect and pray for the families of the ones who didn't come home.
Yep, absolutely.
Because that's what this holiday, and we call it a holiday, but that's what this day is about.
It's a day of remembrance.
Yes.
For certain.
So on this Memorial Day, take time and pray to whatever God you pray to, and ask for healing and comfort to the families who may have lost somebody in our military this weekend. And but other than that, enjoy your corn and your burgers. But remember the fallen, right? And that's what that's about. And thank you to the guys that are here with us and have sacrificed, and it's veterans and first responders. And first responders sacrifice just as much as our vets, but they sacrifice at home.
Yep. Absolutely.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead,
Sure.
Ryan.
I love this quote. A lot of people know Memorial Day as having a day off and also going out barbecuing, having fun. But you gotta also remember Memorial Day is every day for people who've lost somebody.
Yeah,
Especially
very
military.
you aren't wrong, and that's why I'm saying take some time this weekend while you're having your barbecues, while you're having your time off, and pray for those families that have lost somebody.
Mhm.
It doesn't take much, but pray to your God, whatever God that may be, for comfort for these families.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
I agree.
Somber note towards the end of the broadcast. We do have some good news, believe it or not. Got a bunch of guys from TDR that will be sponsored by Marconi Setup Shops. We'll be back in 2 weeks bringing you Season 6, where B&B Wraps will be providing yet another trophy board. This season, Season 5, went to Ethan Thompson. Congratulations again, Ethan. As always, we thank these vets for the show, and we thank them for their service.
Absolutely.
I'll let Andy say we'll see you again. Or we'll see you
I'm
soon.
not done yet. I'm not done
Yeah,
yet.
I'm gonna give
all
it.
right.
I gotta
Here we go.
give Jay.
All right, now
I
we
gotta
go.
I'm
give
bowing
Jay
out.
and
Everyone else
Dustin.
say their
Jay
last.
and
I'm
Dustin
done.
gotta
I'm
get
done.
their. Jay and
Clear your
Dustin
wheels,
gotta
yeah.
get their
Wait,
fills
hold on,
first.
hold on. I got one more. Their setups, your victories. McConeySetupShop.com.
There you go. Now, I want to thank everybody who's shown up every race, who put on a show every race, whether you were part-time, whether you were full-time, whether you were in between time, it doesn't really matter. I'd like to thank everybody, all the fans out there who showed up and watched these broadcasts, because without you as well, we wouldn't be putting on these to honor our vets and first responders. And a full field, 20 came out, 20 supported. Paul Vosberg, thank you for everything. It's going to be an honor to wear your shirt. I am very looking forward to that. So thank you very much. We do appreciate that. But thank you to everybody. Ethan for putting on a good show. Devin putting on a good show. Andy for taking over. Ryan Shelton for coming out here and giving these guys a run for the money and keeping Devin and Ethan honest every week. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better season. We've had some exciting finishes this year. Nobody really ran away with it. There were a couple that, got away like tonight, but for the overall, the Daytona race, I mean, that was probably one of the best Daytona races I think I have ever been a part of, seen or called or otherwise. I mean, that was one heck of a show. Going back to the very beginning when, I mean, Ethan Thompson got his first win right off the bat. I mean, so it led to this, championship again. Just watching every week. I can't salute you guys enough. Thank you very much for everything that you've done. I've enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it in 2 weeks. Call on season 6 and seeing where this takes us. And congratulations to all the top guys for winning their Marconi Setup Shop sponsorships. Couldn't think of better guys that it could have gone to. And for everybody behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, YouTube viewers, can't thank you guys enough. And I look forward to it. Dustin?
Couldn't said it any better, Jay. Just thanks to all the drivers and fans out there that check us out every week. Congrats to Ethan on the championship. Congrats to Ryan on the win tonight. Everybody have a safe Memorial Day weekend. Remember what the day is for and what the weekend's for. With that being said, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks from
Andy?
Charlotte. Andy?
Yeah, phenomenal season. Congrats to Andy Bisnet, Devin Zimmerman, Ethan Thompson, Ryan Shelton. Thank you to Jeff, my friend, and I call him my friend because he is my friend, Jeff McConey, for sponsoring these drivers. It's a phenomenal opportunity for these drivers. Wish you guys all out there in YouTube land could see it because I am hugging my belt. We are champions in TDR. TDR is champions. It's not worth mentioning who we're champions against.
We're gonna work on the Andy Belt feature for season.
Yeah, if there's a league out there that wants to race TDR and thinks they can beat TDR,
Bring it.
Bring it. I got a belt here. You let me know. We'll race for this belt.
I can think of
Because
a
the
few
other
I'd like to
team that
call
we
out.
beat, that isn't worth mentioning, they quit after we beat them.
I noticed their half of the belt's not on screen.
I don't have time for quitters. But
Yeah,
if you
I
guys
agree.
want to come race for my belt, I'll put a picture up.
Come take
Come get
Andy's
my
belt.
In
Come
the
take
words of
Andy's belt.
in the words of John
Get
Cena,
it.
you want some? Come get some.
Yes.
Seriously
and on
though,
that note, and
fun
I'm going to say it
competition.
I'm going to say it just a little bit harder. TDR is calling out every single league in iRacing right now. You
Come
want
take the
some?
belt.
Come get some. See you soon.